Going to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you guys could join us for episode 62 of Atavar Ascension. Yay! So excited and happy.
You're being so sarcastic.
I don't know, I'm just in a mood. And actually, just a little bit. All right, so again, welcome everyone. I hope you're having a great night. And before we get started, as always, we got to give shout out to our sponsors. If you look in chat, you will see on both Twitch and YouTube. Unfortunately, we don't have the capability to make it happen automatically on X or on Facebook, but the links to our sponsors are there. There's Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. They are a great company, have tons of awesome things, including lots and lots of dice trays, dice bags, and a lot of miniatures, including some really, really big, beautiful ones, you know, like big dragons, like this big. They're awesome. Go check them out at criticalhitgamingsupplies.com, and make sure if you do buy something, use the discount code TOGG15 to get 15% off at checkout. And of course, FanRoll. FanRoll's also got some awesome stuff. Make sure to use the link, which will also be in the description of this video or in chat that just popped up on YouTube and Twitch. Follow that link. If you see something you like, by using that link and purchasing, you're going to help the channel, and we really appreciate that. And last but not least, SideQuest Cards and Games, owned by our very own Jen and Zach. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Zach, once again, from SideQuest Cards and Games. We sell dice and stuff. You can go ahead and do more if you want.
We can.
No, I mean, that's bad.
We sell dice and stuff.
Add over.
Add over.
Mic
Okay.
drop.
Fair enough.
Michael drop.
All right, so unless there are any other announcements that anybody needs to make,
Getting close to having chapter 1 of the comic done, so be advertising that soon.
Hell yeah.
excellent. Anything else? Once, going twice? No? All right, then, without any further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension.
That doesn't sound correct.
That is exactly what.
But it's without further
What's it like
ado.
being wrong 100?
What's it like being a woman?
Oh, that thing is so quick. It's already done. I must have had it on the wrong intro video, but whatever.
Again.
Yeah,
Jason, you have one job.
I know. Anyways.
Except for all the other jobs that you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, where we last left off, Persephone decided to take a little stroll and try to see if she could find any of her old pals, the empty ones, and see what they're up to. Yeah, they finally got to eat. But she takes a little stroll to go and look for them. Oh, finally.
Oh, finally. Expectation.
No, it's not. I'm just.
You set the expectation by bringing it every
We really are in a mood today.
I know.
It is.
He's out of control.
Snappy.
Yeah.
We gotta put that under lock and key.
Anyway, so she goes to take a look what her intentions and motivations are. Only she knows. She heads out that way, and Torbrek, being curious, decides to follow her, and he's wanting to know what the hell she's doing. Meanwhile, the remaining 4 party members,
Get fucked.
Gold, Patch, Leon, and Leon's ward John, decide, hey, we need to stroll through the city to go and check out the Aurora Estate. On their way through the city, they start going through some tighter alleyways, and then eventually come to kind of a decent little courtyard, maybe about 20 feet by 20 feet in. And as they are walking through it, all of a sudden they are ambushed.
Got erased.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Gold only did one attack.
they got ambushed by some interesting individuals who were very powerful. They fought back valiantly, did some serious damage, even killing one of the enemies.
You literally revealed he was alive.
revives them on
All
screen.
right. I can't always remember everything,
And
but
then
it
they
was
came
damn
out and
close.
taunted you guys again later.
It was damn close.
It was close. If he'd have like not been as good at death saving throws.
Yes, but nearly killed one guy, and themselves almost losing a party member or even two. It got very close.
3, actually.
Yeah.
But, you know,
4.
who's counting?
I thought about not surrendering
Well,
and
no,
getting
one
us all
didn't,
killed.
never
Yes.
did knock down. The
Now-
other 3 did.
Fortunately for them,
But all 4.
there seemed to be an agenda as
Yeah, agenda.
Oh,
roll
Duh.
as the what seemed to be the apparent leader of this troop of 4 in Eladrin stepped forward as Patch, kind of looking around and assessing the situation, goes like, "Ah, shit, we're screwed here." And the Eladrin basically tells him, you know, surrender, and Patch is like, "Fuck, right," and he surrenders. And the Eladrin reveals that, well, we can't have our quarry dying on it. In which case, they basically stabilize the remaining party members, tie them up, and march them off. So. Meanwhile, Persephone and Torba.
70.
Oh,
One away.
oh, damn.
Oscar, you missed it. It's like 3 away.
Yeah. So Persephone and Torbrek do manage to find the empty ones. Mostly Torbrek finding Persephone going
I
into
was
a
like, I
building.
feel like I found him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just followed me.
Yeah, potato,
Tomato.
Yeah, but you did.
tomato, potato, whatever.
I did all the work.
You did the work with Clem, who
Percy was doing the
clearly
work
was
and,
an
Oscar was
ideal
lurking.
tracking dog.
Not what you do.
No, but
Oh, Rick.
You didn't act like you hated that.
they did find
Okay.
what seemed to be a lair of the empty ones. Persephone being able to get inside relatively easily due to knowing how things work. Torbrek, you know, waiting in the shadows outside. Persephone not even knowing that he's there. He waited and waited and waited, and while that happened, Persephone managed to link up with the leader of the empty ones, Bethany, who showed a little bit of trust due to the past and their history, but not entirely so. Did share some information and offered Persephone a place to stay for the evening within the thieves' own warehouse.
Yeah, well, when
guild
you already
quarters.
have a membership card offering the convenience nothing.
But
Sounds
she,
like someone's ungrateful.
Uh-huh.
but she managed to stay in there, and
She is our spoiled little
that's where
princess.
you two are. Basically, you're outside just waiting. I don't know what you're going to do at this point, but we'll get to that. Because back to the other 4 party members.
Those who have been fucked in the
Those
ass.
who are about to die,
We do
say
not
fuck
salute you because you are bitches.
But you
Saying like that,
you show up.
No.
And
There you go. Be a man.
you are kind of awoken a little bit. Patch, you are still awake, but you are all bound. Most of your gear has been stripped of you, at least the obvious weapons and things that would definitely cause a
I
danger.
still
to
got
you.
my middle thing.
You do.
They let me keep my lightning bolt.
Are you sure about that?
I'm so sure.
You're so
I've
sure.
never been more sure about anything in my life.
Pay no
But,
attention to the rod
yeah.
lightning bolt that you watched fry your teammates.
Yeah. But
Did you say
They-
we were gagged?
you guys are.
You'd like that,
Well,
wouldn't
they
you?
ungagged at the end of last session. I don't know if they regagged.
You know what they will.
They let
You'll-
us talk
you'll see.
smack for a
They,
minute.
yeah,
then
you're allowed to
recap.
talk a little bit of smack, but what you woke up and saw is Lord O'Rourke
Lord Dork.
sitting there in a chair while you are in a room that, again, you're familiar with. Gold, I think, it was Alpha that was with Gold wasn't there. So you're familiar with, I think you're the only party member that was in there. Or Patch, did you?
I don't think Patch went into that.
I think it was you. No, you weren't because
It
you were
was the
wild
me,
shaping around
Jonathan,
and doing stuff
yeah.
trying to distract everyone. So
That's
it
right,
was
the gold
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Jonathan
you're talking about the
statue.
original.
it was you and Jonathan.
Jonathan had been fucked.
Yeah, you
In that
remember
room.
this room was the
Oh,
one that you guys
I
had
didn't
set
know
on
you did that.
fire.
I didn't know I did that.
Obviously, way over 3 months back. But this is the one you had set on fire. It's obviously been fixed up. But
Nah, he kept it.
yeah, but
Kept it
you're
like
there.
that.
You're there, on your knees, tied up, kind of
Yeah,
over
so
on the
just like when
side.
Jonathan was there last time.
Over on the side, and Lord O'Rourke sitting in his chair with a dog that he's petting, and basically says to the party, or 2/3 of the party that yeah, we're gonna have some fun with you, but we'll just see what's up. But
We're
most
gonna
people
play some
don't.
games.
Most people don't survive very long, but you know, we'll just see.
Monopoly.
We'll see.
It's
And-
literally just beating him in Monopoly.
They're gonna put hot steel rods in our bums.
All right, no more interruptions. I'd like to finish the intro.
Sorry.
I cannot help it.
So,
Sorry.
so they have a little back and forth comments, and then just as he's getting up and leaving it, and says, "Take them to the chamber to a couple personal guards." He goes, "Oh, and by the way," he pulls out Leon's map. Says, "It's interesting. I think I'll keep this as a souvenir. The one blemish on the Nightingale's record, one that got away." And then he walks away, and basically that's where we ended. So
Now we can interrupt him, guys.
Guards to the penis
Yeah, you-
explosion chamber.
that took way too long because I interrupted.
Sorry.
Okay. But
Start with the L.
that being said,
It's fuel
you're
efficient to
in
use me
Thieves
last.
Guild, you're in a bedroom, you know. It's still nighttime. We haven't gone to sleep yet. You're outside the Thieves Guild, if you will.
Yeah, I think last session started heading back.
Yeah, you might have started
Yeah, it
heading
was
back,
like a-
Thieves Guild
but
is
you're,
going all the way
you
to Ripon.
can. And you four are, you know, being taken up to a chamber.
They also
And
took all of
that's
your
where
hit
you're
points.
If I see Persephone leaving the building, I'll just double back to the boulders and the whatever the boulder.
Lovely boulder.
That's what it's called. I'll head double back and try to sneak in through the window again, like I
say it like that.
because I don't remember stuff.
No, you said, "Oh, head back."
I'll head back.
We're all in a mood tonight, apparently.
You know how you get out of a mood?
By laughing.
By drinking wine.
No, by
Yeah.
laughing.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Cheers
so,
to being in the torture chamber.
Cheers to being left out because
Yeah, I'm not drinking.
You don't have too
so-
much longer.
I know, but 6 months is 6 months.
anyway,
I can't wait to host your 21 birthday.
You're gonna hold it?
Sure, why not?
yeah. Anyway,
I get this man.
what are you doing? You're heading back?
I'll double
You're go-
I'll double
okay.
back and try to head and
He's gonna try
Persephone
everything
to
the
end.
same night.
Okay.
I'm not racing. I don't know we're racing. So
Okay.
I'm gonna walk there casually.
Okay. So, that being said, eventually you guys make it to the end. Is there anything in particular you guys are going to do this evening, or just go to bed?
I'm gonna go back to the bar.
I'm just gonna be in the room working on the brew for Patch.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to put in some time on that. All right, but if there's nothing else in particular,
No, not really.
you go to sleep. You wake up. You two have the benefits of long rest if you needed it.
What's that like? It's actually really bad for us because
You
now like
three-
the time is split up. They've already long rested, so they're not going to be saving us anytime soon.
You three.
We're
Okay.
fucked.
You three. You see some light as you kind of are coming to consciousness. You, but not very comfortably, as you find yourselves in a chamber. Way to explain. A large chamber. In this chamber, there are 3 sets of stocks. The kind of, the hands are through and the head is through like this.
Ah, yeah.
Leon, you are in one.
With your pants down.
Didn't you say we're in the stockade?
Kind of.
Like the
No, the stocks, yeah. Actually, no, Leon, you're not in one of the stocks. Gold is in one of the stocks,
Damn it. That would so.
like the stockade kind of thing.
Mhm.
You're in one. It's like not like a low. It's like it's on a so it's up, so you're kind of stretched a little bit too. Yeah, it's not comfortable at all. Jonathan is in another. same kind of situation. You two are chained up on a wall.
Hey, let's fucking go!
This party's about to be off for sure.
Yeah, baby!
You are all stripped bare except for loincloth.
They're into some kinky shit.
Oh man, it's my first time.
And I need each of you to roll a Constitution save.
You sure you don't want a wisdom save?
I got a
Actually, I don't think that's any
7.
I got a 14.
And Jonathan got a 7.
First roll of the
I was like,
evening.
that's forfing.
I know.
That is a
I adjusted.
Okay,
These dice are nice to me.
okay. Leon and Jonathan, you only get the benefits of a short rest.
Just so rested.
Old and Patch, you actually manage, even in these circumstances, to get the benefits of a long rest. However, the problem is you have none of your gear and you are secured. You have nothing except a loincloth. So no spell components for any spells, no arcane focuses or anything like that, no weapons. They
took
don't
my gloves?
seem like they're in the room. Additionally, in this room, as your vision comes to focus from waking up and kind of shaking the sleep out a little bit as much as you can, this chamber has a large stone altar. There are bloodstains. There are also, it's stone, and it seems like it might be up high, some kind of elevation, as you can see there is not really a window or a door, but almost like two arrow slits looking out. They look out, and from your position, and Jonathan would also be able to see this, they can see they're actually kind of between where you two are. There are two arrow slits in the wall behind you. So they can actually see kind of straight across because they're across the opposite side of the room. Now you could like turn your head and look as well, but you can see it looks like sunlight coming through a little bit, and then outside and a rooftop. That's about all you can see based on the angle of it.
The way we see a rooftop, so we're up on a second story.
At least as far as you can tell.
Also,
It looks like the rooftop of it's a shared building.
Just for sake of transparency, these people have seen me turn into a giant wind monster. They still just chained me. Is that
If
correct?
they want to make their own poor decisions, just let them.
Also, are we still gagged?
Excellent question.
You are now.
No, you are
Fuck
not.
your Misty Step.
Yeah, no.
You are not.
Okay.
However, as you
Stockades are part of your outfit.
as you wake up, I need each of you.
One moment, I'm still short resting.
Oh, you're
He's
adding,
rolling
you're
the
adding
dice for
hit
it.
points. Okay.
Oh, it was like there's not a short rest button you can just hit.
No,
No, I'm
that's
doing it for
Jonathan.
Jonathan. It's a custom
Yeah.
Oh,
thing. 8,
But
Just make John-
because he's a sidekick.
yeah, it's not an own sheet. It's different. It's not a player character.
Like an animal
It
companion.
has different stats.
Okay, you can't
It doesn't.
customize those.
No, it doesn't go
Okay.
that way.
That's why Jonathan's consistently meh.
I mean, he's got a lot of hits.
No, he's got some good
He's an
skills, don't get me
advantage
wrong, but he's
machine gun.
consistently,
Yes.
he will never be as good as us.
One more hit point than Leon.
Okay, now
That's impressive.
as I was saying,
Yeah.
So while you're in that room, I need all four of you to roll a stealth check
Hey, I don't have
Just-
armor on. I don't have disadvantage.
to see how quiet you are as you kind of wake up in this uncomfortable situation.
But it doesn't matter. 'Cause I
There's a 28 sound.
Very, very good.
How does a natural 1 sound?
Okay,
And then from Jonathan,
How does 30?
okay.
30.
So, very, very good. You guys are quiet as hell.
I gotta say,
Except for Patch, Patch, as you kind of wake up a little bit, you look around, and you're just like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Kind of like you're groaning a little bit.
These are kind of cool the way they angle around.
Yep. As he does that, across from the altar on the other wall, you're basically the altar. Let's say the altar is over on that wall. You and Jonathan would be over on this side. You two would be over on this side. And over on this wall, there are two, like, they almost look like thick tapestries
Like
hung
their
up like
Persephone and
No,
corporate
no.
size chains.
hung up like separating curtains for a room.
Where did you say the arrow slits were? I was
They
waiting.
are literally the wall behind you.
Alright.
Like you could turn, like the wall you're chained up against.
Yep.
You could turn and you could, if you kind of leaned over and everything, you could probably like stick your face against it.
'Cause I didn't really like get to register all of that because I was
Right.
I was also trying to figure out what the fuck arrow slits were. Is it like a trap that shoots arrows?
No. It's literally like here's like a
You
stone
remember,
wall.
you remember
There's
the
like a
old
gap this
castles
big,
that have the little tiny
so you can
pretend
shoot arrows throughout the
Oh.
enemy without them really getting a target.
It's a
of you.
hole in the wall. Got it.
Yeah.
So there was like a rooftop or something.
As you look through,
It
you
looks like
literally
we're on a
see
rooftop.
a rooftop. It's like the slates of a roof, and it's not like
I got that part.
It's not like you look out and you go, oh, the roof of another building. It's like, no, right there. There's roof tiles, like right out.
No, I got you.
So this is like on a, you know,
Not
it's
the
another
floor,
story on top of roof. You don't know exactly how.
Yeah.
Do
So-
we know that we're in the same building though?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as you do that, because of your kind of grunting and groaning,
Oh man,
see-
I'm so sore, guys.
you see movement at the curtain a little bit as it kind of this tapestry curtain doorway, if you, as it shifts a little bit, and you hear a sound, kind of like a Leon. Actually, well, you're the only arcane, so go ahead and roll an arcana.
I'm like, so okay.
We're the nature boys.
11.
11. It kind of sounds like some kind of teleportation magic of some kind, like, you know, the sound. I can't really replicate it, but the sounds that you hear when
I've heard the
someone
Stargate
misty
I hope
steps
it's
or
fucking sandwich.
dimension doors or something like that into a location. Yeah, there you go. And as that happens, those tapestry curtains kind of ripple a little bit more, and then pushing aside, Lord O'Rourke steps in and goes,
Oh, this guy.
"Ah, you're awake. Excellent.
Complain about room service.
And imagine he's just like waiting behind the fucking room. He's like,
No,
Someone else teleported. He's like, oh, that's my cue.
but he said, you're awake. Excellent. So, how was your evening? You feel rested? I hope so.
Actually,
It makes it
yes.
more fun.
not in character, but like for all intents and purposes, I essentially got a long rest because all I'm missing.
Hey, good to know.
I got all my hit points back. So
Good, but he looks at you all and he says, if you were thinking of escaping, by all means, try as much as you can.
Okay.
I doubt it's going to work out the way
Why's that?
he walks further into the room, says, oh, I'll see. Takes his hand, puts it in a pouch, pulls out some dust. This should do the trick.
Oh my
Slaps it on the altar, and it's like sparkling, slightly, like a little bit of a sheen to it.
You got
Slaps it on
glitter.
there, and then you see him go. It is red.
What a weird interaction.
Divine caster, right?
Yeah.
Thought druids were
Yeah,
considered
druids are
divine
divine
masters.
Oh, they are considered divine?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yes.
religion.
Technically, you follow a forest god in the lore.
30-20.
30-20.
Easter
This
famine,
this
boys.
motherfucker just cast some kind of divine spell.
A bit ironic.
But with your 20, okay? Divine really isn't the word. More like profane. The opposite. No? Or divine, but maybe not from the happy guys. Maybe from someone a little bit angrier.
Demon magic.
And he then looks around at you and says,
taunting about
enjoy the rest of your day. Trust me.
And I
She'll
didn't
be up
really
in a
answer
bit.
anything.
She'll be up in a bit.
Who will? It's not those mean elf girls from many months ago, is it?
Versa.
When I first found you.
Beat them up. No.
So,
We're now
three.
little
Same
Disney
three, yeah.
girls.
The same.
no, I think one of them died. There was two that got away, right?
I have so many
It's so
VSM
long
still.
ago.
Yeah.
Just surround Patrick, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, no, uh-huh.
I need material components for like all of my spells.
Uh-huh.
Just know, don't worry. A lovely bride will take.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
And
He did say something about fucking his wife earlier.
he'll turn around and walk out
Yeah,
at
but why
that
should he
point.
hang out with us?
But
And
you
then-
made the joke.
I did make the joke about fucking his wife, yeah.
And then once again, you hear that same sound, kind of that whoosh Stargate sound, if you will, and
Oh, yes. Start.
and the tapestries shake again. And this is after he's walked out of them. And now you are, as far as you know, alone in this room at this time.
Wow.
You're currently bound. Again, nothing but your loincloths about you, just for, I guess, a wouldn't even call it a courtesy, maybe a mockery of modesty, as they know that, well, we're planning on making sure you get majorly fucked. So
Very
that's where you are. What do you want to do? Well, we'll be getting there in just
I
a second.
figured, yeah.
We'll be getting
You're
there very,
fine.
very soon. Because I don't think they have a lot of things they.
Is there anything that suggests that these shackles and chains might be magically enhanced? Not even something I'd be able to.
You don't have Arcana, but
Is
you
that
do have
something my
religion. You
good
could
pal
try.
who is?
You could ask
Could
Leon.
Sure, I'll try that.
Go ahead, Arcana check.
Ah.
15.
15. No, these things are fucking mundane. As hell.
I forgot how weak I feel without my gloves.
Yeah, you don't have one yet.
Gauntlets of ochre.
Oh, gauntlet. Yeah.
Imagine if they just left those on.
It just flexes.
Oh, I got it.
Hey, who put these pajamas on me? Shatter.
Now you just take big old fluffy bunny.
well,
Looking through my spell list.
I guess I'll just teleport to the other side of the bars. Nothing's stopping me.
Okay.
I'll cast Misty Step towards the other side of
Okay.
the bars.
Give me a Constitution save.
Make me fucking take this goddamn thing with me.
Get ready for 8d6 lightning damage.
That's a 6.
Okay. You attempt to cast Misty Step, and as you do, you go, and you like shake against the stocks, and from the altar, you all feel a pulse of energy.
We're not
Through the
able to
room,
cast
and
magic.
you just, fuck, I can't go anywhere, and you take 4 points of damage.
Yeah, this is some bullshit counterspell automatic shit.
This is going to severely complicate any sort of escape.
Well, I'm going to take that as a declaration.
Maybe we just have to believe in ourselves a little bit harder. Well, you should try it.
I'm going to advise you to not try again.
Do you have any better ideas?
Try this.
Heard butter.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard
who, you
too.
bring butter with you? It's
Yeah,
getting
if you do
butter.
that butter on your wrist,
That's what I'm saying. Butter would be great right now.
So these are
inspiration for but no.
my Arcana check. These seem to be mundane manacles.
Yes, they are just manacles.
Could I perhaps roll either an acrobatics or sleight of hand to try and dislocate my wrists and slip?
Oh,
That actually makes perfect
That I like that.
All right.
I like that sleight of hand, and because that was a really good idea, you get an inspiration point added to your pool.
Write that down before.
Hey, listen. Your hand. That is lubricant.
Butter.
Hey,
Wait, that's but
listen, desperate
Butter.
times mean desperate measures, man.
6. Okay. All right.
Let's make your roll.
Yep.
Let's see what you get.
Maybe.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Oh, I know, but that is a 22.
You try. You
22.
you like snap and like dislocate basically like your thumb and all that, and it makes your hand a little smaller, but damn, these manacles are tight. You're
Just
trying.
flash it.
It's so painful as you're trying to do it that you just can't manage to do it. You're so close, but no, it's not gonna happen.
Unfortunate.
Oh, by the way, look at the die. Right there's a 20.
All right, so unless anyone else has any very unique and creative ideas,
I don't think I'm out. Yeah.
The only other thing I have is
Persephone.
etherealize.
you and Torbrek are, like I said, you wake up at the inn in your rooms. I think you guys all had a communal room at this
I
point.
believe.
Yep, with multiple bunk beds in it. You have this communal room. You both wake up. It's just you two. No one else is there.
I'm gonna go down.
Oh no, hold on.
I can't
I stop her before she leaves.
Well, don't tell me. Tell her.
Oh no, this is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
As I see her start heading towards the door, I body blocked her and I was like, "You went to a shady part."
Did anything from
No.
Normal.
Listen. I saw something in your eye when the fucking whatever the Forgotten Ones shit that came up.
close enough?
That came up. You had a shifty eye. I followed you. You went to somewhere shady. Keeping my eye on you.
You want to keep your eye on me while I go get breakfast, or
That's fine. Number 2, I'm assuming since they didn't make it back last night, either they're hiding out somewhere until they can make it back here, or they got.
breakfast?
While she goes to get breakfast, I actually want to try something creative with
Let's
the
hear
brewing
it.
kit.
Okay, what?
I want to make
Alcohol.
I want to pre-make-
in minimal time.
Get out of jail.
a concept of Molotov cocktail. Because I can take small vials that I have for brewing.
Yeah, it's gonna take a whole brewing.
Well, I want to brew something strong enough and quick enough where I can use it as just like if they are in a place where they need to get out, I need to create some sort of distraction or something
All right.
just to try to.
So, you will make a brewing check, if you will. So, which is you should have on your sheet. Yeah,
Yep,
brewer's
plus
kit check. You're gonna make a brewer's kit check. Tell me what you get.
19 plus 7.
Nice. That's 26. Okay. So, with that, you attempt. Normally, your brew, they're you're mostly doing literally like ales, meads, and stuff like that. Most of the time, you're not doing like stronger things like whiskeys and shit like that. I mean, that's a little different process. I mean, you could do it, but you know that requires a little bit different tools and process. I mean, so you're mostly doing ales and whiskeys, which are relatively low alcohol concentration, considering, you know, compared to the rest. But what you manage to do is you manage to refine a little bit and distill a little bit that you're able to get just enough actual alcohol kind of distilled out of what you're making. You give yourself a small vial worth, almost like a healing potion size, if you worth of high enough concentration alcohol that you figure if you stick a cloth or a fuse in the top of it and you somehow light that and throw that, effectively it would make a kind of a small Molotov cocktail. That's about all you can make, and
That's fine. I just needed at least
But
one thing.
But that would be for stats wise, it's going to be a dex-based improvised weapon to throw it to target the square that you want to target, and it's going to do 1d6 damage, and any regular flammable material that is not being worn or carried will light on fire. And then if it does light on fire and someone stays in that square, they'll take an additional 1d6 damage each round that they stay in that. So that was a creative idea. I like that. I'm also going to order point of inspiration for that. That's kind of cool. I'm going to give Blue. Yeah,
After I'm
the
done with that,
inspiration's flying.
I'll go downstairs and I'll be percent.
Okay.
After breakfast,
Yes.
I'm gonna stand somewhere pretty central in the tavern.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast message to all of the missing
Okay.
one at a time.
Message, which is 120
120 feet. That's why I went
And-
central to the
and
tavern.
it is blocked by certain materials based on distance and thickness. But
I don't
essentially, you can
expect
get,
it to work
Isn't that
outside
you
of game, but inside of game, I
Yeah.
go fuck up.
essentially you can basically get
If
most.
they're in the
Right
tavern,
back.
they should be able to hear me.
Yeah,
In
it's
theory.
basically.
So I'm going to message, like I said, each of them probably individually with how it works. Hey, you coming down for breakfast anytime soon?
And
I
you get
imagine
nothing.
nothing.
You
Yeah.
get no response.
So after you here, I reached out to all of them and said shit. So either they're still sleeping or they're not here.
So my idea, I was thinking about this last night. Two things. We either try to find Gold's half sister, because I'm assuming with whatever mark they use to communicate, you can track him that way. Or we talk to Sandwich, see if he's got like a scrying or scrying eye.
I don't know who any of these people are, so that's
You've met
all.
Sandwich. Yes, you have.
Yes, you have.
And it was
You met
I did.
Sandwich.
No, you're right.
You
I
met
did that.
Sandwich.
So
Just kidding. You are
let's do
correct.
Sandwich first. Pick up some extra materials if we need anything. Because if we have to do, at this point, I'll whisper to you, like, do a breakout. We're gonna need some extra stuff.
So,
I would-
yeah, exactly.
I'm saying, with, like,
I
What
want
did
to
they go
give me
do?
give me a straight intelligence check.
What were they sent to do when they left?
They were
last
gonna
night?
go-
That's why I'm having to roll this.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you remember, hey, they were planning on scoping out the O'Rourke's estate, and it's not a far leap to think, okay, yeah, I might have to do a breakout because maybe they got caught by guards and are thrown in jail. You know,
So,
that's kind of a
I'm
standard.
assuming he's a big political guy. 'Cause
So-
when we went to the house.
So how
last
about we
time-
go hit up the jail and go check if we got any drunks in there?
All right, that's.
I imagine that's not terrible
That's-
far.
This is a huge city.
I would rather go to.
So we have a horse, right?
No,
What?
Leon has the horse, but the Pegasus.
Where?
No,
where did it
yeah.
go?
Cassiopeia is
You
right
guys, have
outside the.
you guys have two horses
Okay,
and a
what's up,
cart.
guys?
Yeah, I was like, I thought we had like a wagon,
You
like
do.
a cart.
Did
you
we
do.
bring that with us?
Well, a wagon. It's not.
You guys
Not
also have Cassiopeia.
I have an idea.
She's literally right outside.
Cassiopeia,
I have
what's
an
up?
idea.
You've got a flying horse.
Okay, hold on. Is his horse out here?
Do a secret
Yes.
handshake with
All right,
her.
I'm gonna go look to see if his horse is here.
I'll follow her there. 'Cause
Hello.
I have an idea.
Horse.
Damn, I'm not the horse.
I will try to animal
Hello,
healing.
horse.
It's there.
I try to
It
animal.
looks at you. It doesn't. It's just there. It's
You're
being.
not Leo.
It's being very horse-like,
Hmm.
except it does have
Have
wings,
you
which are folded against
seen
its side.
Leon.
What do you think of the Chardonnay? Would you like
Good
some more?
talk.
Sure.
Ah.
Actually, hold on. I might have something.
Alright,
for
well,
you.
Smart, but it's a horse.
I might have.
Oh,
something
I
for
figured,
this.
but I know
And
it's a
it
magic
doesn't-
horse, so I have
doesn't
hopes and
speak-
dreams.
I'm looking this thing up real
Yeah,
quick.
I don't know if it speaks common. I think you talked to it telepathically.
So
Yeah, I imagine it was all
yes,
magic bullshit.
it understands Common, Elvish, Celestial, and Sylvan, but can't
Oh,
speak. It has an
cool. Well, he
intelligence
knows
of
what I'm saying.
10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
so go
All
ahead.
right.
Yeah, it's a
So-
fairly smart horse.
Have you
It's a very
seen
smart animal.
Leon today.
You see it kind of it shakes its head and kind of stomps over like,
It knows you're injured.
Do you know how to track him? I thought you guys were like bonded.
Yeah.
What is this?
As a furbolg, I have an ability called Speech of Beast and Leaf.
yes, you do.
Is he a leaf?
I would like
He is
to
a
It's a
tele-
beast.
I would like to telepathically communicate with Cassiopeia.
What
Okay, well,
exactly does it say for?
I'm gonna
You
talk
can
out loud.
communicate with thought, non-understanding, beast and plants, and have advantage on checks,
I'm so sorry.
charisma checks to influence them.
It's not a
It's
beast.
Celestial.
Off.
Yeah, it's
Also,
not a
like,
beast.
It
It
said
is
you can communicate without
Yeah.
understanding, which means the same thing we're already doing.
Yeah. basically.
Paw the ground once for yes and twice.
That's why I wanted you to read it just to make sure.
Okay. Okay, so you he magicked you out of thin air. Do I know because I am magic girl?
Yes, you.
Do they have like a familiar bond situation because he magicked her out of thin air?
Give me an arcana.
Find out if I
Oh,
know
the
figment
how-
of your
Persephone. I mean, out of game.
Yeah.
You could think of it. It might be the same way you.
That's a nat 20 for a 21.
Wow,
saying the
you
same
actually
thing.
rolled something good. This is amazing.
was gonna say the same way you communicate with your hellhound, it should be the same way that he does it with.
I was like, because I totally just talked to my dog, but like
Yeah.
we understand each other. So I mean, in theory,
There should be a way.
there should be some kind of bond there.
A magical tether, if you
Yeah, I was like, there should be like a
one that's
sense
really stretched at the
or
moment.
like a some form of
fellas
like
are up to
being
right
able
now.
to track.
Cassiopeia is damn like he can cast a spell that can
I wonder how
track the magic that was
Cassiopeia's
used to
doing.
summon Cassiopeia.
It literally just makes the blue light to
Yeah.
like show your quest marker.
Yeah,
You know, we'll go all fable on it.
yeah, we'll literally just put a landmark on
Ghost Shadow of the Colossus.
You know that
Only go
they
go
don't
getting
actually
fable.
speak telepathically. I
More
mean,
like a feeling
they're
situation.
kind of linked. And what you actually do know, you know that this was a spell that he cast, and you know what the spell is. You know of it. It's a find a greater steed spell. And with that, one of the things you know is that when they are within a mile of each other, they can basically speak telepathically. Let's see where. Yeah, just make sure. Communicate with it telepathically when you're within a mile. At a great distance, at anything over that, they can't. That,
Around the city waiting for it.
and they don't really even have a link.
trying to find a signal.
But at the same
He's
time,
got kind of like a radar in the sense of I know when he's
if
within
you're
the
within
vicinity.
a mile, it's think of it like this. It's like you got an RFID tag that
I also
once
have
you're within a
another idea for
mile,
your Pegasus.
ping on your
Yeah.
phone to
Taking
tell you that
advantage
you're
so
within a
you can,
mile.
Like
It's
reuse
this
the
way.
magic to trace the
You know, you
magic
can
used
kind of
to
get
send
a
it
well.
back to
You don't even have a direction,
Yeah.
but you can
My
talk.
campaign.
So,
Okay,
or they can talk.
so
It still can't talk to you,
Yeah.
but
I have an idea.
as do I, but go ahead.
So, you know how you have your hellhound and your magic is connected to the
Yeah,
hellhound.
yeah, yeah.
right?
That's why I was talking
Okay,
to this thing.
So my thing is this: what if we go to Sandwich and see if he can trace his magic based off of Cassiopeia?
I know whether or not a magic like that.
I love
Do I have to
Cassiopeia.
deal with sandwich because I don't.
Listen, that's the only way we're gonna get somewhere.
Not
I don't-
necessarily. I got a tracking horse right here.
Yeah, and we're gonna fly around the city for hours. By the time they could be dead.
Wait,
They're already dead.
We're already there.
Yay!
I send a message again from outside. You guys hear me?
Nothing.
Well,
No.
they're not 120 feet away, so
I wonder what Percy's doing right now.
The number you're trying to call has been disconnected.
Oh shit.
what you would know is, and what you understand, and I'll leave it with the same Arcana check. It's all kind of tight. You don't know if that is something that can be done, but you do know that there are spells that can help locate creatures.
Locate
Within-
person.
like locate
object,
creature.
Yeah.
But again, it's also within a certain distance, and you would know that the 1 mile connection is better
Or it's better
because
than
it's
shitty witch.
because they could talk, but there's a difference. The 1 mile thing, you know, I'm within 1 mile. You still have a 1 mile radius to, so basically 2 mile diameter
We're playing
circle to play. But then if you get within 1,000 feet and you are able to cast a creature, you know exactly where the direction they are. You can head right to it.
And if I'm within 120 feet, I can talk to them.
Exactly.
So what's the plan? Just fly around and be a target in the sky?
Well, to be fair, I was gonna force it, not fly it.
Oh,
It is
Riding
also
the
a
giant
horse.
winged, like glowing white.
No, it cannot walk on the ground.
I'm you're right.
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, it's on the ground right now.
It actually doesn't have legs. It's little tiny wheels. It just kind of rolls out from a stable and
It's
then
just a
it
big
flies.
load.
It's like a plane.
do you know how to drive this thing?
Take off your
Yeah,
retracts it,
Yeah.
takes off.
yeah, we're good.
I wrote it
We're
once.
good. I got it.
I don't trust him.
I
Missile flying through the air.
know how to ride a horse.
Okay.
All right,
If you can ride a dick, you can ride a horse.
all right, Cass. So we're gonna
No,
go play
I don't
hide
think
and
that-
seek.
I
And
refuse to believe
do him
those
a
are
little pet,
comparable.
and
I
then
wish there was a
get on
quote
top
chat
of
for
him.
this D&D
Okay.
campaign because it would be fucking amazing.
What are you doing there, Torbrek?
I will, if there's room enough, I'll try to get on the back of the horse if that's even
We
allowed.
fit me, Jonathan, and Leon on it before.
Yeah,
so I think
you
you
both
should be
can fit.
good.
You're a little. He's a little bigger, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
only two of
but
you,
yeah.
and you're
Yeah,
not
Making
big.
sure weight wise.
It's a large
Yeah.
size
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
can handle it. He's a pretty sturdy beast. So.
Before we
Oh, it's
start,
actually celestial.
before we leave out, I'm just gonna full hood it just to make sure in case they're looking for any of the extra party members.
Yeah.
I'm not spotted out in the open, just
Well, I
on a
will
big
be.
horse.
Yeah.
You weren't even there though the first time, were you?
Yeah,
Yes,
you don't.
yeah, I was. I was at when
No, you were ditching with
no.
Ranga.
No,
we were
no.
outside the gates while you guys
I
went
wonder
in.
how Ranga's did.
Yeah, but you don't know. Are you
Fine.
talking just guards in general?
Yeah, I'm just talking to like if like because my brain is this. We went to the richer part of town when we went to his mansion the first time, and the way they explain it, this is just my character putting everything together. He has power. He's also dealing with demons. I'm assuming his pockets aren't low, so that means he can pay for anybody to look for anybody in particular.
Okay.
So I'm assuming just in case
All right.
he's like,
Fair enough. I'll allow it. That makes
I've
sense.
never met this man before in my life, so I'm fine.
You didn't write
Yeah,
gold
you're-
before today either.
You're just like a
I did
wild
right.
card.
Don't see
Yeah.
You're a complete
I
wild
was
card.
walking
Yes, no
next to you
clue that
and I
you're-
got shanked.
Oh,
I did nothing.
Could have just been like a friend who was like going to dinner with us. He was like, "Fuck you."
Let's get the L.
hey, you got up, you got knocked down, but you got up again, and then you got knocked down again.
Yeah.
So we said Lord.
Up to-
Do you want to go towards his? I know where his estate is because I
Alright.
went there once.
Well, point me in a direction.
I'll tell her the way to get to Lord of Rose's
Alright,
fate
I
from
will
the first stakeout mission where they
Okay.
found
Drive the
out.
horsey.
Okay.
And I'm
So
going to talk to the horse and be like, hey, I don't know where we're going.
okay. No response. He's just
No, I know,
Going.
but he can understand me, and that's
yeah. He can, but
important.
he doesn't really respond to that.
But he's walking.
Yeah.
It's a woman.
Okay.
G.
Well, so
Sorry.
am I.
Lady horse.
Lady ho.
Hey,
My
Jason,
lady.
Mhm.
I would like to try something.
Okay. So while you two are making your way,
And for
yes,
what
I
it's
know
worth,
you.
I'm waiting for Horky to get a signal, and I'm
Yeah, yeah.
casting message every so
Yeah.
to see if I get a ping.
So while you guys are doing that, back in the split party location.
I can burn
All right,
these
so I want one thing from you first. Or I guess it's two things. One, I understand I'm in this little contraption here.
Yes.
Can I look to my sides and see what's holding the wooden plank down? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
you're,
normally
I mean,
like
it's
a-
not like super tight. It's
Yeah.
just awkward and it's kind of lifting you up, and you kind of have to tippy toes so that you're not like choking yourself a little bit.
That's
But
the
you
worst.
can turn your head and you can look. It's a little awkward angle, but it's possible.
Okay.
And what you see is this is like any other stocks that you've ever seen before. It's basically
I've been in a war
wood-
camp. I know what they look
yeah,
like.
it's a wood. There's a hinge on one side, another piece of wood. It's got the holes cut out for wrists and
There's some
head,
bracket
and then
holding it
on
down.
the other
Some
side,
goblin throwing
it's-
tomatoes at you.
what you can see is it looks like, and the hinge is metal,
Mhm.
okay, and the rack is very solid wood. It's probably like oak or something, hardwood. And then on the other side, where it latches, it is basically a metal ring that is like bolted into the wood that kind of curves like that, and then another flat piece of metal with a slot in it that slides over it, and then there is a lock going through that ring to hold it in place.
All right. Do any of these seem to be a like moderate gauge metal, something that could be bent over time?
Over time, maybe.
I don't know
but
how long
that's-
we have, but
this. I mean, the lock itself, it's a lock.
Mhm.
It's pretty sturdy. I mean, they're usually a decent amount of thickness.
Yeah, but any shoe can break a
But-
lock.
But
Yes.
but like the plate piece that's got a slot in it that goes over the ring,
Mm-hmm.
that piece, it's a little bit thick, but maybe not as thick as it could be. There's possibility of maybe you wiggle some or move some that you could cause some wear somewhere on it and
Yeah.
maybe cause a problem with it.
All right, and then the second thing, holding it
They
to the
took over,
ground.
right?
I imagine it's just bolted in.
Not.
Yeah.
All right.
He said if you got
So I'm gonna do
I
two
would've
things.
stealthed it.
One,
At least
I'm gonna
have
try and
stealth. I know
rock
my
the thing
surroundings without
back.
having perception.
While I do, I'm gonna use my
That's the
arms
best.
basically as levers and try and pry the wood forward to try and fuck with the metal bracket.
Okay.
And then alternatively, when that gets too strenuous, I'm gonna rock forward and then do the other motion with my arms and basically see
You're gonna
which
keep
gives
doing
first.
that to try to put stress on the thing.
Over time, yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna try to break it.
I feel like
Okay.
they're probably designed with escape in mind, but
I imagine they are, but I'm gonna try my damnedest if magic doesn't work.
Listen, he did nothing in the last fight. Give him this.
stockades literally have only one job.
Alright. Man, I keep.
Well, these are more torture devices than they are for keeping people long term. That's what yours are for.
Alright, so
While
I
he's
accept
doing
that.
that, I'd like to try to be telepathically communicating with my.
Hello?
This is my horse.
So-
My horse is amazing.
gold.
Mm-hmm.
As you were doing this, I need an athletics check.
I have proficiency in that because I have the soldier background. Hold on, do I have a DM inspiration still?
I don't know.
That's what I'm looking for.
Those are
It's on
rare.
the
I give those
main
out
page.
rarely.
On the first.
You do? That's a 1d6 you can add.
I'm gonna add that 1d6.
Okay, make sure you mark it off so you know what's going.
I will once I make my check.
Once I do that, I do
wait. Can I notice he's doing this?
I'd imagine
I mean,
it's
you would
not
see me
subtle.
putting an
It's-
effort to
he's-
it.
he's
There's not
trying to
much
do
else going on in
something.
this room.
I don't think that this requires anything aside from
From metagaming.
being. No. If I see you doing it, I can.
I just like go.
And you can hear me, right? I can give you a bardic inspiration die.
Which is a
Yeah,
D8 right now.
magic.
D10.
D10.
Holy shit, a D10?
Is that not
Yeah.
considered magic?
No, that's actually a special ability.
So is wild shape. So
Yes,
it's
it
reasonable
is.
to assume.
I'm surprised you hadn't tried it yet. I just wasn't gonna say anything.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm like, Moon Druid, you can fucking wild shape.
Jason. That is a 22 to athletics.
Okay. As you
Thank
are,
you.
it'd be incredibly
As you are doing
detrimental
that-
to lose a wild shape slot and then take damage
as you are doing that,
for nothing.
Yeah, but what if
you're moving it back and forth
I
and
don't know
back
much
and
better
forth.
going on.
It's hard work. Hard work.
Oh, I'm sweating like a bitch.
And
use it as butter?
you're causing on your wrists as you're doing this and trying to cause a problem. The wood is like
Splintering
rubbing
into
and
me.
there's a little bit of splintering and you're causing yourself to bleed and all this. You actually take 6 points of damage over the next like 10 minutes of trying to do this, and the exertion alone, you're finally you're getting to the point, you know, if you keep doing this, you're gonna wear yourself out, i.e. exhaustion.
Die.
No, not die, but your i.e. you could give yourself a point of exhaustion. Keep trying this. It's hard. You need to take a break, but you feel like maybe you made some progress because it seems a little wobbly or a little looser.
The metal will only get colder. It will make it harder later. I will persevere. I will keep going.
Now, while you're doing this, I need a stealth check at disadvantage, unless you are not trying to be quiet about it.
Hey everyone, I'm doing a thing.
I
He told you guys feel free to try to
am
escape,
trying to.
so
You
taking
said
the
it's a
advice.
competition. Who cares?
Okay.
I'm just
At
waiting
this
to see
point,
where this goes before
We're just
I
doing
launch
our
it.
best. That is an 11.
Okay.
Womp, womp.
I rolled a 3.
So, as you do that, I need perception checks from all four of you who are in there. And it's based on hearing, and it's gonna be at disadvantage because he's making a lot of fucking noise.
Disadvantage right as I roll a nat 20.
Yep, sorry.
Oh,
I also rolled a nat 20. Okay, let's see what else I get. It's a total of 18.
Don't forget John.
26.
So
I got a natural 20 and an 18.
Nice.
18 for Leon and 9 for Jonathan.
Okay, gold. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say
I'm too
with what you're
focused,
doing,
bro.
you don't even get a chance because you're working hard at this. So Jonathan was a 9.
Yeah, but it was
18 and a 26. Both of you hear from the other side of the curtain wall a sound like metal on metals grinding for a second. Like kind of metal. I can't really.
I'm squeak at a chair.
Yeah, but then
Sounded like those old shitty car.
Yeah.
then the curtain gets like pushed aside by what looked like almost like giant metal scythes. 3 of them push aside a little bit, you see this big metal orb-like thing filling the entryway. And it's got this giant brass central-looking eye on it and two big legs. And it's like this. And it looks at looks in the room.
This might be.
Looks at you guys. Looks at you guys over there.
This is what it looks past Patch. Patch is like,
Well,
That's what I think it is. Then yeah, we're fucked.
Walks over into the room. It has to actually like squeeze through the door frame to get into the room. Stands over at you. Grabs the stocks as they are. Sets it exactly upright. Reaches around behind it. You guys can see it because you're looking at
pulls
the
out
back.
the single
It-
doctor glove.
It pulls out from what looks almost like some kind of rotating chamber on the back. You're not exactly sure what it is, but it just looks like a metal rod, and it goes boom, and puts it into the base and rams it through the base into the floor. And then goes as it attempts to shake the stocks. Feel super soft.
Wow.
Man, I have a good idea.
Patch gives you an eye, like a look. There's like,
And then stares at you for a second. Gets real close.
Does this eye look organic at all?
it's just like a robot.
I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
It's the
You've never seen
juggernaut,
anything
big.
like it.
I'm the
But it gets really
juggernaut,
close to me, right?
baby.
Yeah.
I'd like to spit in it.
Okay. You spit at it.
It turns into like
Okay.
a little windshield wiper.
Well, this eye, two what look like metal eyelids, a top and a bottom metal eyelid, kind of blink, blink. Not like wipers, but it like just blinks twice. And it doesn't seem to care. And then backs up, turns, and it goes back out to the tapestry curtains again. You can hear the groaning of the metal. And then you hear the metal stop.
Well, fuck this.
I give it a couple minutes.
Hold up. Have you that like
We're getting there.
okay, I just want to make sure.
So,
Are you gonna let him do his thing?
oh, he was going to do something.
Yeah, he's doing something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't have to.
It's up to you. What do you
Well,
want?
you said you were doing something.
I was.
I trust you doing
I like
trust
the
that you're doing
wild
best.
shape.
Into?
a rat.
It's not technically in this, but I was going to choose a beaver.
Okay.
So you can
How-
eat through the wood.
You know, okay. So, you are standard beaver.
Big brain.
Boom.
I just dropped down.
You fall out of the shackles, and you are now a beaver on the ground.
I just do the little beaver waddle over to him.
Okay.
And I start quietly
Okay.
chewing through the.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
You heard
What's the
being-
dex of a beaver? What stat block should we put that
Oh,
as?
Do I see the
Good question.
beaver approach me?
You see him wild shape, and you
turn
see him
into the
turn into a
and
beaver.
everything.
Can I whistle to try and mask the sound of him chewing?
Hey, stop whistling. Hey, what's going on?
Well, they have the giant beaver stats, but not regular beaver stats.
Because a giant beaver.
Giant beaver would be
Giant on my book.
giant.
It's medium sized.
Yeah, that's medium. Yeah, that's pretty big.
But they
Like,
still probably beaver.
a giant or regular beaver is considered probably small, maybe
So-
even maybe
So
even
this
tiny.
one it says it's 13 for dex, but I'm assuming that's
Should we do like a giant rat for a small beast? Same stat
I mean,
block.
I don't know. You don't have to be small. You could be a giant beaver. I mean, the CR of it's low.
okay. Here's the tiny beaver one.
It's a tiny.
I don't think it's correct though. I think someone made this one.
Oh, it's almost certainly.
Yeah. Up to you.
Someone was enough of a fan
Whatever-
of a beaver
no, it's
to make it
whatever
a.
you wanna
that's
do.
the-
I mean,
that-
like-
that's commitment.
I like it. I agree with it.
It still
Giant
says it's
rat?
medium.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Well, then
say-
it's wrong because it's tiny. It needs to be a tiny creature. Needs to be 6 inches tall.
So it's
Okay,
his dex is
so
13
yeah,
or
I
8.
mean, you can use a giant rat.
I
if
mean,
you
it's
want.
probably not going to matter here shortly anyway, but
You can use giant rat if you want. I mean,
So see, I
your,
would.
your goal is to do what though?
to chew through the wooden stockade.
Okay,
Yeah,
rats
I-
can do it, but they are nowhere near as efficient as beavers.
No, I would definitely go with the beaver. No, I'll go with the giant beaver. What's its stat block?
Oh shit. Here you go.
So it's armor class is 11, 32 hit points. Strength is 17, dex is 13.
Jesus Christ, that's strong.
Con is 14.
Holy fuck! Turns around.
Yeah, no, the tail, dude.
Your int is 2, your wisdom is 12, and your charisma is 5.
All right.
I
Good thing
would,
to
I
keep
would
your
want to
mental stats.
inspiration you, but that requires you to hear me, and that implies that I have to make noise.
Daniel,
to
I'm
do
gonna
it,
send you the screenshot of it. So that way, if you want to look at it.
Very well. I start quietly chewing.
Okay, give me your stealth check.
Yeah,
6.
man.
Okay.
Oh no, you could really use that bardic inspiration right now, but that would also
I'm
alert-
already
Okay.
whistling.
that would also alert Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy's
Okay.
a fucking prick.
I need perception checks from all.
There you go, Daniel.
At disadvantage?
This is not that loud.
Oh.
I mean, it is, but it's nowhere near as loud as moving a fucking wooden structure that's bolted to the
18
ground.
for Leon, 26 for Jonathan.
Okay.
What'd you send it on?
Discord.
That is a 21 for me.
Then I'll just do patch. Perception as a beaver.
I'm going to opt out since I'm chewing on wood.
Fair enough. All right. So what was yours again, Gold?
21.
21. Okay. So yeah, you all head high enough.
Daniel, I sent
You
you
hear,
text.
and once again, you see the 3 claws.
I start frantically chewing faster. Is there anything to hide behind in this room?
Me.
You could run
No,
behind.
not behind
You could
you.
run behind the altar.
Pretend to
Behind
be
the
his
altar.
loincloth.
I'm going to do the little
I'm gonna need a stealth check to see because this room is pretty open.
9.
Yeah, no. He sees you. You see it, the eye and the
I'm going to
whole
have
thing
Benny Hill
coming.
playing as I run around the room from this thing.
He sees you run behind the altar. You're now behind the altar.
Patch thinks
Are
he's
you
dead.
like completely behind it, like hiding behind it?
No, he got a 9 stealth, so he probably pokes his head. I'm like,
You poke your head up. Okay, so you can
That's what
see
you see.
he's making a beeline for you, and this room is decent sized, but it's not that big. It's only going to take him like a couple strides, and boom, he'll be there. I'm going to give you the opportunity to do something if you want to do.
let's see.
Win! Yeah.
What options do I have? What is around me?
There's a big stone altar. There are walls. There are the stocks. There are chains. There are.
There's that
Let's see
hole
what
the
else is in it.
wall.
You
Uh,
have
how
it.
do
you find an antimatter rifle?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
There
I was really
are
hoping I'd...
there are 2 braziers with fire over where you were chained up on that side of the wall where you and Leon are, and Leon still is. There's
How fast is this thing moving?
it is literally like 20 feet. Like when it's
So
actually
the same as the beaver.
It's,
You can run around
no,
forever.
not at speed. And it is literally
One step is 20
it is
feet.
literally like 20 feet away from you in this room. Not even. I'd actually say about like 15 feet away from you, and it's moving. And this is a large thing. Its strides are covering some ground. You figure it literally is going to take 2 steps and be there, which would be pretty quick.
Well, I got literally nothing I can do except attempt to run.
While this is happening, can I try to Misty step out of my shackles again?
Okay.
How far did I get into chewing that? If I was being noisy, we could attest that to not being as sneaky as I thought. Because if I got a low stealth check, we could argue that that was me chewing louder and faster than I should have been.
Let's see here.
So, Jason, it was a con check you wanted.
Yes.
That was a natural 20 for a 20.
Okay. So you're attempting to go again?
No, I was
You have-
Misty stepping.
Oh, you're Misty.
You
stepping.
have a 0 in.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
No wonder he got one shot by Mr.
My health is 87 at max, though.
There's some shenanigans.
I've been rolling really good.
Oh, you've been rolling for health. Okay.
That's what happens when you sleep.
Yeah, I
with
don't
Leah.
take fixed. I always roll.
Okay, so
Love the
These
room
are-
lighting.
these are-
Thank you, Swords.
these are meant.
I
Yes,
love you,
love the room
Swords.
lighting. These are meant to be secure and sturdy. This is thick woods. Think like, a fucking like railroad tie thick
Surely they
piece of
didn't
wood.
plan for a giant beaver, though.
We're getting there.
Surely they
We're
didn't plan
getting there.
on magic.
So,
Real quick, it's just there's something I wanted. Since the big guy's already in the room, dealing with Patch, I'm gonna take this chance to just shout, "You're doing great, Patch," and give you a bardic inspiration.
okay.
Beaver noises. I slap my tail.
So
I'm gonna give you
here's the thing. A regular beaver would probably be able to chew through this kind of thing in like 10 minutes.
A giant beaver.
A giant beaver,
Do it in 5 seconds.
no, not quite that fast. But I'm going to say just how big you are. You're literally a medium-sized creature chewing through this. I would give you a minute. You had a round before he heard you. And so I would give you one more round before it came in and you stopped and tried to scurry out. So you literally would have 8 more rounds of chewing to get through it.
Okay.
Now you have caused some decent damage to it. Cool. You attempt to Misty Step again.
With a natural 20.
Once again, the
I
pulse
thought it
goes
was
off.
clever.
This time you grit your teeth against the pain and do not take any damage.
But nothing happened.
magic.
Suck.
Alright, well, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, no, that's an accurate.
Now,
I just run from it, I guess.
all right.
Double move.
So you're like doing the Benny Hill theme song playing, and you're like, yeah, and you're like trying to run around the table. Okay,
Play the table
or
game.
the altar, I should say. So now what happens is, as you are doing that,
Reaches over.
he attempts to reach over.
I want
And
to slap his hand with my tail.
okay,
Gonna pick you up.
let's see here.
It's okay, Zach.
All right,
I want to slap my tail to alert all the other beavers in the area to come to my location.
I need from you either
37 beavers.
If only I'd played an ooze.
They kicked the door down.
I bet you Alpha could have gotten out.
Alpha could have gotten out so long ago.
The door just falls down. It's just 37 beavers.
We're not having another monkey episode, are we?
Hey, only the
Me
fans can do
looking at
that.
chat.
Sword and synthesizers. It's on you, dog.
One of you
Okay.
needs to donate.
so
What happened to your best
So it
pets?
it actually doesn't reach over. Rather, what it does is it kind of leans over the altar a little bit,
I love this sound.
and above its eye, it looks kind of like an iris, a port opens up, and you hear
Beavers with goosebumps.
boom, and something flies out at you, and I need you to make a Constitution save as the beaver.
I do love the idea of beavers with crossbows.
Their tails are their crossbows, so that can just turn around and just.
What's that one teen game about the beavers
Four.
making a civilization?
The dice are no longer being nice to me.
So
I don't know
what
it's
happens is
called.
the rest of you, what you see is a small spear ejects out of this port that opens out of this thing's head, and it slams into giant beaver patch,
Exactly.
and it like molds and wraps around him, and then whoop, pops out, and it's like this giant floating bubble, and you are in it.
Thank
You can
God,
breathe?
Breathe.
You can breathe, you feel fine, but you are now sitting there, kind of floating, just a little bit above the altar,
Shoot through it, Patch.
and it reaches over and it grabs the orb. It walks over.
I'm floating in it. Is this like a liquid then?
No,
No.
no, the whole thing is not your. The whole thing is floating, like not you floating in it. It's the whole thing is floating.
Okay.
And it picks it up, and it brings it over, and it sets it down next to Leon, next to where you were before with the shackles.
Well, hello there, Pat. Waves his wrist.
Slaps the tail on the inside of the circle.
And it just sets you down,
Just like a hamster ball, then.
It sets you down right there next to him, and it turns around and walks out the room.
I don't
You
know
did say the beaver has a weapon.
I don't know how helpful it's gonna be, but at least you have bardic inspiration for 10 minutes.
I didn't even waste it on the 2 I rolled for the conch.
I wouldn't think that'd be a very good use for it.
Okay. So that is where you guys are at and what's going on.
Well, I thought it was a good idea. The dice told me no, though.
You two,
Below 10.
you're heading towards the direction of the O'Rourke estate. You start getting closer and closer and closer. Eventually, you know you're getting pretty close. Dan, give me a percent.
Give me a massage.
26.
26. You all of a sudden, in the back of your mind, feel the connection with Cassiopeia is there. She is within a mile of you. You know it. It's like you can kind of hear her enter your consciousness.
So in my mind, I'm gonna say, Cassiopeia, can you hear me?
And you get back. Yes, where are you?
We were captured by Lord O'Rourke. I'm not entirely sure where exactly we're being held. But we know that there's a roof.
What's that? They was trapped in the well.
We know that there's a room.
Hey, Timmy, what's going on?
No,
Died.
I don't
Little bubble.
say that. We're in some kind of torture chamber, and there's some kind of large,
There's a roof.
and there's a roof, some kind of large metal watchman.
I don't know what to do with that.
I've never heard of this.
I sense that she's like having the conversation. Like, did she stop walking?
Yes, she
or-
did. She stopped dead in her
Okay.
tracks.
I'm gonna do a message.
Nothing.
Hello, boys.
Nothing.
You know, I'm gonna try looking at that arrow slit again,
Okay,
and I'm gonna see if I can roll perception
go for it.
to maybe get some more details to work
Go
on.
for it.
What's this? What's the circle?
That's an 18.
It's like a big ass. Have you seen Bubble Boy?
So I can roll
It's like
around
that,
in it.
except it's like solid, not like flexible.
Monkey ball.
Yeah, I can roll around in this. I'll let you
Beaver
continue. I
ball?
just wanted to.
Well,
Hey, right?
yeah, the
What'd you
monkey
get?
ball is a funny
18?
game.
You crane your neck around. You kind of looking up. You're gonna look through the slit. You see roof tiles, and the angle you're at, and you can see past the roof tiles. You're clearly on. This is at least like third story of a building, and you've got just you can kind of see off the edge of the roof, and look a little bit. What you can't see, it's not much, but it looks like fairly well manicured grounds. And off in the distance, a little bit, it seems like you kind of catch a glimpse because of how far away it is. You actually get enough of a look at it because otherwise it'd be like, well, I don't know what exactly what that is, but it's far enough away that it's smaller. It's like another estate, some a manor or something.
Can I tell like what color?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Give me intelligence.
Of course.
All right, roll. 11.
11. That's good enough. You remember, it's been a while, not as long for you guys because time went different.
God, it is fucking pouring.
Yeah, it's loud.
It's really coming down now.
What? What? Okay, hold on, quiet for a second. Microphone's actually I'm picking it up unless we're talking. Nice. Yeah, that's
The only time it's important.
Yeah.
Our mouths are doing.
That's effective what the stream sounds like right now, I'm sure.
Probably. So, we have to speak a little louder. But,
I cast fireball.
but,
I don't think that was loud enough, Patch.
I'll just wait.
That's the better move.
No, I meant for all the interruptions.
No, I was waiting for the rings.
No, it can't get stuck in your door. Anyway,
Ooh, you're gonna try a new break.
so
Oh, gamma.
It's good enough. You remember the last time you came to the York estate? You saw other estates in this, the noble district. The one you're looking at, hey, that's familiar. I've seen that before. That was like one over from the Aurora estate.
So then I communicate telepathically with Cassiopeia and said, managed to get a glimpse out of an arrow slit. Almost certain that we're being held somewhere on the 3rd floor of the Aurora estate.
Oh. Okay, I have an idea. And
Oh, we're moving again.
no, yes and no.
No,
Just
you're
kidding.
flying.
She stops and, clearly something's going on and she stopped dead in her tracks. But then, after a few moments, what you can only discern as a horse concentrating,
Hold on a second.
she nods her head a little bit, and then she steps up to you, because you're kind of leading, right? You're
Yeah.
walking ahead of her.
Yeah, I was leading.
You're kind
Oh,
of
I
leading
didn't know.
away.
I thought you were on the horse.
She walks up to you, and she puts her head and nudges you in the back.
Just gonna get up. Assuming that's what she's
I
wanting.
hold on tight because
I mean, there's no other thing.
You attempt to get on.
Yeah, I tried.
As you try to get on, she turns her head and she uses her wing and kind of bats it. And then she stops her foot.
Can I make an air one?
Sure.
Trying to figure out what to
It's
do.
actually celestial.
She, I'll even,
We have another spot.
Sorry, this is a celestial animal handling check.
My hellhound.
I don't know, can you?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Here.
30-20.
20. Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Can they talk? Because I can talk to him. Okay.
I mean, you can try that. You would,
If
you
I
would
do
know.
that beforehand, I'm
You
not
would
going
know.
to try if I didn't know I would
You
try.
know it doesn't work like
Okay,
that.
then never mind.
But with that, okay, that's clearly not what she wants. Then kind of turns more to face you. She leans her head down and she bites her clothes and pulls you forward in front of her. Nudges you with her head again.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the worker stick a little bit faster then. I'm gonna try to pick up the speed because I'm assuming that's what she's wanting from the
Okay.
grab and
If you start moving,
yeah.
she keeps pace with you. The
Oh.
faster you move, the faster she's moving.
Question: are the estates big enough where I can leap from roof to roof?
No, you don't. No.
Okay, never mind.
They're
I'm just
very
gonna
far apart.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I mean, we're talking each thing's probably at least 2 acres of land, and then so between them, even though they're really big manors, there's hundreds of feet in between one house and another.
Every time I get to a new mansion, then I want a message.
Okay.
Curse you, Zeus!
As we're going along,
Maybe
you
the rain literally
have
fell.
you come up to the guarded entryway to the noble section. There are gates there. There are guards there. You approach that. You get to there, and they stop you and what can we do for you? It's clear based on their expression. They don't think by the look of you that you necessarily belong here.
Offended.
They don't give a shit.
I'm not going to jail for that.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Freaking your son's like,
Here's that.
No survivors.
There are 2 up front. You
Execute
don't know if
order
there's any more
3
anywhere else
meters.
around the gate. Two that you can see.
Alright, well, who do you think they hire when they have things that need done? Here for a job. Like that.
That overpowered monk that we saw before.
I know, I'm fully hooded. Like, I look like I'm just dragging the horse, taking some things that happen.
Papers.
You told them you wouldn't do my job with them. I don't fucking know what papers this is, man. I reach into my pocket and hand them a piece of paper.
Okay. Yeah.
The piece of paper says, "Let me enter."
So,
It says, fuck your mom.
Do I know, like, do we have IDs in
Sort
here?
of.
Like,
Sort of.
No, you can't hear that, but the
You
noise
can't-
gate is so.
You would have some
fucking hard. It's
documentation
like
saying
dead
that I
silence.
exist on the person.
okay.
It's
That's
so
all
rough.
random.
Yeah,
I was like, because
Okay.
I'm from this town, so
yeah,
I mean.
exactly. And that's
Yeah.
the thing. You would know this. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you a thieves tools job.
That's great.
And basically, because you are from here, that you would have had,
First,
you would have had some forged
Forged.
documentation.
You can probably check your inventory. I'm sure you already have it.
You would probably have some forged documentation.
what am I making? What check?
Thieves tools.
I don't know how to
It's-
know what check that is.
Basically, it's going to be, it's like your stealth check because you're proficient in stealth. You're proficient with your thieves tools and it's dex based.
That's a nat 1 for a total of 6.
Okay. So, they're not very good.
They got wet on the way.
They
Sorry, I
did.
went
You
swimming
can't
the
really
other
read
day.
these.
I
Can't
fell
really read
in.
this. He looks at this. He looks at this and he goes, I'm going to have to talk to a supervisor about it.
I have to direct you to my
Like, you,
manager.
I-
Hold on.
you're
Hold on,
okay.
before-
Persephone's like,
before
what
you
about
leave-
now?
That's a genuine option.
We're getting there. I had to pump in my chest a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna hand the man
See if
10
my
gold.
organs get touched.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
10 gold. That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's like
with
that man's yearly
advantage.
wage.
I'll give you advantage on that because you spent 10 gold on it.
Okay, nice. That's a 17 on the
Okay,
die.
17 plus 8 is way better than the one I rolled the first
25.
time.
Okay, so he looks at me at it again and it says, "Oh wait, I read this wrong."
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
not
the other guy.
That's a C.
The other guy next to him was like, "You sure? Let me see." And he takes 5 of the gold and he just kind of slaps it against his chest. It's like, "I think they're good." Yeah.
I think
It's
they're
like,
good. I think they're
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are good to
yeah.
go.
They're
Right.
quality human beings.
He hands you your soggy piece of shit papers back. Yours are fine. And
Thank you.
and you guys move on through. As
I
you
only
are,
have 5 gold
as you are
by the way.
continuing on through,
After that.
as you are continuing on through, you're going past the estates. You remember from last time, there were several estates in the Noble District that you had to get past before you got to the Aurora one. As you're getting there, you're trying to message over
Yeah,
and over
every
and
house
over
or
again.
so.
Eventually, you get halfway between one estate and this other one that Torbert knows that this is the Aurora estate. As you're getting up closer to that, you finally, who are you messaging?
Probably Leon.
Yep. Eventually,
You know,
just
we're so
for
close.
like a split second, you hear, "Hey,
Hello?
you there?
I'm gonna
Because
communicate.
you must have just gotten with 120 feet, but then kind of walking out
Well,
of it.
so
There's no good way of interacting.
no, I know. I'm just trying to like. Am I aware it clicked on his end?
I don't know.
With
Are
the
you gonna
spell?
say anything?
Like I don't
I
know.
was gonna, because it seemed to cut out, so I'm gonna assume that I couldn't respond, but I am.
Alright.
You know, I'm gonna telepathically communicate with Cassiopeia and say, just heard something from Persephone, I think.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
And
Fucking people.
I
literally just explained it.
Yeah,
I know.
Cassiopeia stops.
Okay,
You
good.
guys are now standing directly in front of the Aurora estate on the street, on like the sidewalk.
Cool. I'm gonna do my massage.
Give me perception checks, both of you.
Me?
Both of you.
I am.
Hashtag being
Uh,
one.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes.
Oh, he's
Or
dead.
one.
Saliva.
That's
Okay, I was gonna say, are you gonna
13, what do you get there, Torbrek?
15 plus
That won't help my current problem, but I won't say no.
15. It's a 18.
Nat 18. Okay. 15 plus 3, 18.
Sorry, my brain's
That
not
would be a
working.
dirty 18.
That is a very dirty 18. Okay.
Morgon Potapui is the name of the drink.
Alright, so, Torbrek, what you see
French
is
is a weird language.
what you see
It's not real.
is as you are kind of standing in front of the gate, and hold on, I need to this, and then I need to transition stuff. So you guys can see everything.
Bunga bunga rooms.
Gohongo Bunga rules.
No Lagango, no Lagango.
And this other chick
Hey,
walked
Sword,
in.
can I have advantage on my next check, please?
She's got even bigger gazongas.
Huge fields of land.
Where are we at?
You're gonna see us in okay.
I'm
So,
just going, Marco.
Slap my beaver tail.
Well, it's telepathic, so you should be able to respond
So
normally.
in this time, I would just be like scooting around the room in this beaver ball.
Just hamstering it around the fucking room.
Cheer one.
okay, we're gonna get to that.
Whoa, off-brand Aquaman cheered.
Hey,
Thank you. I don't know what that does, but thank you.
Bits. We
I
appreciate
asked
it.
for advantage and he cheered, Jason. You
did.
know what that means?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. All
You're
right.
such a slut.
Dude, I am a slut. You're off-brand. Whoa!
It's summer.
Hashtag beach bar.
Hashtag spring break.
I'm almost there. A little bit longer.
Yes, you are, buddy.
Okay. So,
Hey, Jace.
hold on.
I know.
Takes a while to load in.
I'm just impatient as shit.
Damn it, again.
Can you roll a D100?
All right.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
glad you
talk
guys
about
don't
wine
have
and
worries.
country accent.
Ooh, all right.
So,
Well, hey, y'all, now. You gotta understand now, this is a
we're gonna
Morgan
see
Coat
if
to
and when
plate.
this actually loads this up because there's a lot
Right,
to
who
it.
said that?
It's getting there. Oh, here we go. It's coming in.
Oh, here we go now.
Now I can switch over.
Is it?
I'll do a country accent for the rest of the stream now. Off-brand Aquaman, I'll give you one better now.
70 again? You are dancing with the devil.
You certainly are now.
I feel like if I
That's
roll a
about
69, I have
Bullfrog's
to take
asshole, the
it.
difference between that and 69.
All right. So,
2 70s in a row, literally. What else?
it's happening. Love it.
Just for you,
All right.
Aquaman.
All right. And it still hasn't popped in the
My
Pegasus.
character
There it
already talks
is.
with a southern accent.
Now we got it all. So this is where you guys are. You are in front of the O'Rourke estate. Corbett, you notice this wasn't there last time. You saw there were city guards and everything, you know, that kind of showed up later. But you see 2 guards standing in front of the door that they look similar to city guards, but they're dressed a little bit nicer. Their gear looks a little bit better. And it looks more like hired private security. Like, you know, these guys are the real shit. You know, city guards, they can be good. There can be some good ones, but, you know, sometimes it's just,
They're
hey, dude, I need a job. Put me in a uniform, send me by the gate. I'm good.
Now, why don't you give him a little don't step on me nonsense here and tell him what's for?
So that's what you see.
Oh.
Leon,
Hi.
you attempted to respond to Cassiopeia. What did you say?
Do you remember what I?
No, I don't. That's
Okay,
what I'm
okay.
asking.
I was just making sure I did because I was like, did I say something else? Okay, no. I basically told Cassiopeia. I said, hey,
You think you're, that's right. You think you're in Persephone or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah, that's when the horse stopped.
Okay, yeah. So she stopped, dead in her tracks. This is where you are. And you were going to do something, Persephone.
Persephone.
Marco!
Okay. You hear it's like coming in and out. It's almost like it's got static. It's like go. Oh, it's you can't quite make out the words. It's like it's at the edge of what the spell can do.
Jeffrey.
You hear
Okay, I'm gonna politely ask.
okay. You walk forward just a little bit more.
I'm gonna try and see if it gets a little clearer or not, kind of thing.
Try and tune in the frequency now.
Yeah, tuning in the frequency.
You walk forward just a little more.
If it's not right, I go back, you know, that kind of.
Maybe one of those old school radios.
Yeah,
like
just
Fallout. Just
bear with me.
I imagine the guards over here are watching them do the back and forth.
So you go just
Another
moving forward.
show.
Torbrick, are you staying with them?
I'll
Kinda
stay
stupid.
where I'm at, and I'll just pretend like I'm stopping my shoe or something.
Okay. So
Excuse you.
you move forward a little bit. As you get forward, what do you do?
Hashtag Blitz.
I'm
Try
gonna,
again?
yeah, I'm tuning my frequency.
Okay. Okay, what do you say?
Hello.
You hear her. You hear Persephone.
I can hear you. Persephone.
Hi. So I missed you. What you up to? What are you wearing?
Just a loincloth at the moment.
Ooh.
Hot.
Alright. Where are you at?
Man, the romance has never been more
And
real.
this is completely turned.
I love it.
I live
you
to
want
make
me to-
Leon uncomfortable.
Leon's enjoying it right now, clearly. He was giving into it.
D is on the other line. Who is this?
Like
a landline.
The mom picks up the phone.
Look, we
Leon
are
here. Who is he talking to?
somewhere on an upper floor of this estate. They're most likely a third floor.
I look around this floor.
Single story house.
Wow.
As you look, and let's move this.
That looks like a point.
Now that looks like a 3-story house.
There are 3 stories. Oh, shit.
I do see a third. Oh.
In fact, what you actually see, if you really look at it, you can't see my cursor. I don't think.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first floor. This is the second. This is
Yeah.
the third.
Third
This is
and
the
fourth. Yeah,
fourth.
that's kind of what I figured.
So there are definitely at least 3 stories.
Well,
I have an idea.
I do too. I would like
Throw your
to
Molotov
keep
at it.
walking.
Okay.
Like we're just passing this house and not to alert the guard.
Okay.
Gonna keep on keeping on.
The guy's just like, oh, that's a fucking Pegasus.
no, we can't mess with them right now. They're keeping on.
And I'm just gonna keep communicating to see when I lose him,
Okay.
and then back up before I lose him. So
Okay.
I'm still in, but not in guard sight.
Okay. So
Good to see you.
as you are doing that, we are then going to go to patching the balls in a second. But first, we're going to take our break. Okay. So
Jones.
we will be back in just about 10 minutes. While we're going, just remember, and again, thank you again for Off-Brand Document for the cheer bits, but anyone who donates cheer bits on Twitch or gives a super chat on YouTube, you can tell us, this is what I would like to see happen. The more you donate or super chat, the crazier we will let things get. So you can literally have an effect on the game. Besides just giving advantage and stuff, you can do other things. Okay, 100 cheer bits, that's good for advantage. Look at that. Jeez.
I wish I could do a
Scottish accent.
Scottish accent.
See, you can do that. You can do that. Okay, you know, like 100 bits or like $1 on super chat. That can have small
Talk
effects
sure
like
with your
that.
head full of eyeballs.
FBI patch. And you see, I can transform into a beaver.
And
Beaver in the pool.
but the more you donate, the more you help support the channel that way, the crazier we will let things get. We will let some crazy shit happen. Trust us on that.
Leon will take off the loincloth.
Anyway,
What?
we will be right back
Cockballs,
in just
cockballs.
about 10 minutes, and then we will continue the shenanigans that are afoot. See you in just about 10 minutes.
Are you overreacted? You son of a-
Okay, we are back.
I'm
Well,
sorry to inform you guys. We lost Andy.
We lost Patch.
He couldn't
He'll be
speak
back now.
Scottish, so I had to leave the stream.
He'll be back shortly.
That sounds like a week of a man to me, boy.
So, anywho,
You're darn right it is now.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back, and
I was back too.
came back from the dead. And where we left
But are you
off-
back in Scottish now?
Where we
Highlight.
where we left off, you had been attempting to fine-tune your contact with Leon and then kind of test the limits of it to get an idea. So you weren't necessarily right in front of the estate, so you kind of kept moving on. Torbrek was tying his shoes,
Yeah, just to get a perspective of who's watching the door and what they look like.
and while that was happening, we had the patch ball attempting to roll around the room. Exactly what are you doing rolling around? Because
We kind of had a thing.
Yes,
okay.
Dungeon Master, pick me! Pick me! DM! What, I'm DM!
Put your hand down.
DM
Put your-
now!
Hey,
Hold your horses.
We can't hold
have
the
the
horse.
No, I can't hold a horse. It's outside now.
Unreasonable request from you as a DM. Holding an entire horse.
I'm sure that if you were here, Tomer could do it.
You remembering Tomer's 15 strength? No, I don't think he could.
No,
I do think now that Patch could carry a horse on his shoulders if he really wanted to with them
Maybe he
gauntlets.
could. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, patch 2, but he didn't have to come.
He would that
Yeah.
angle slam
Torbrek
though.
is natural. Yours is enhanced with drugs or
mean-
magical weapons. Magical items.
Because I tell you what, I think Patch has got them 5 moves of doom.
I'm wondering if there
I could
is
just
that-
turn
oh,
into a
there
bear.
is. What?
20
How
strength.
about that?
Patch is already a bear.
That's
Wink.
freaking awesome.
Wait a sec.
I think
It's Pride Month, y'all.
He's a rabbit.
The stream is now Homer
What's
sexual.
the small version of the bear? I know. It was some little critter.
An otter?
Oh,
Yeah, an otter. That was the one.
Why do I know this? What the fuck?
We outed you.
you revealed yourself now as one of them LGBT people.
Guys,
that's what
The
we're
lettuce,
going
bacon,
for.
tomato
I have a,
people.
I have a confession to make. I like girls.
I'm gonna make this happen.
I like women. I don't like men no more.
Mahangala guns.
He likes waiters.
This man likes dogs.
I may or may not think about the male genitalia on occasion.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What is going on?
This stream
I
got
don't
very
Not on my
It's going off the rails. It's going off the rails. All right.
It's Pride Month, man. Come on. Have
you
a little pride.
You've also got Juneteenth, whatever that is.
I don't even know.
All I know is that I get it off of work.
I saw it on my Apple calendar and I was like, all right, it's a thing.
I think it has something to do with the African American community.
Didn't they just have a month?
Fucking know.
If what I read was correct, it was that community, like learning about the.
I'm sorry. I know what you mean. But the way you phrase it, that.
Can we just get
What
off
do you
of
mean,
the,
you people?
off of this topic and focus on D&D for the love
Well,
of
he's
Christ?
doing stuff.
Are
We
you
have
ready?
no choice but to
Here we
discuss
go.
controversial topics.
Captain.
All right. Hey, settle down, folks. So
Settle down now.
Consider it settled.
here we go.
Or Jason, how much does one have to contribute to the chat for you to change your accent for the rest of the stream?
I can't do Scottish. I would love to.
If I
You were
could-
doing your best and I loved it.
I only have like 2
Believe in
lives.
yourself.
All right, settle around.
One more before I gotta learn.
Should I able that?
For gold to do.
Okay.
Oh boy, no. Aquaman, you fucked me now.
All right. So
I did have an idea though.
for me to have an accent, it would be at least 500 bits.
Something funny for Gold to do. I picked for him to get us out of here.
That would be very funny.
I have a good one.
So-
Take the stick that is up your ass, out of your ass.
Wow, I did nothing. They will be doing that.
They will be doing that. So,
Oh no.
Love you, Aquaman.
all right.
Yeah.
Specifically off-brand, brand anonymous,
Now,
5e
Man.
t-shirt,
It's
Aquaman.
Mermaid
Now.
Man.
to get things a little back on track here, guys. So, to get a little back on track, yes, to answer your question, it'd be 500 bits minimum or $5 super chat, either one. That would get me to do an accent of my choosing.
You have to choose.
for the rest of the thing. If you want to choose the accent, it's going to be 1,000 cheer bits, 1,000 cheer bits, or $10 super chat. See.
Now that's a better Aquaman. That's like
Source.
Mariner something.
Now, getting back to it, this is where you are in this room. Notice you right here, sir.
Oh,
You are Patch Beaver Ball.
that's right, boys. We're
You are a
always
beaver in a ball.
That's a real big beaver.
You know,
This is also a
Giant beaver.
much better description of the room than I could have ever imagined.
it kind of looks like we
It
have
gave
our
me another way in.
You're telling me I could have kite that guy around that table?
Oh shit!
Dude, he's
Everyone
big, yo.
Man, what?
He's big, yo.
window.
Yeah, but I'm giant.
No, you're medium sized.
No, he's a giant beaver. It's not a medium-sized beaver.
It's called giant beaver because regular beavers are not giant.
Hey,
Regular
guys,
beavers are small.
Look, it should have specified that.
Can
I'm
we get to
actually
what
a
I
giant.
wanted to do?
Yes.
All right.
Thank
So, Patch had started biting through basically the wooden post.
Yes. This
I
is
know
you
he-
over here.
I know he didn't get very far through it, but I have an idea.
Got 1/8 of the way through.
I learned that forward and backwards is going to draw a lot of attention.
Hmm.
Go left and right.
What if I quietly tried to tilt
Twist.
it?
The twist.
I'm going to see him
You're gonna
doing
attempt.
this. And
What kind of check would that be,
Hang
sir?
on.
Athletics.
hang on. When I see him starting to do this, Patch is going to roll into action. And I am going to roll straight to where I saw that big robot thing at, and I'm going to go pester him.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to roll out of the room.
Oh, is he out of there? I thought he was just behind a sheet. On the other side of the room.
Essentially, this is.
Oh, I just rolled through it then.
Yeah,
You
but
got another
he's
one of the
out of the
Bardic
room. This is-
inspirations.
These are. You can see right here now. These are like tapestry. They're like room curtain dividers, but they're thick.
Yeah, you remember
Oh, yeah, I rolled
those
straight into it.
beads?
Okay, it's like
Really
heavy
loud.
curtain.
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna roll incredibly
Here's how I
Okay,
roll.
how do
I
you roll
slap
out?
my tail. I turn around and I slap my tail against it. So I'm just like spinning with the ball as I launch
He's
myself.
turning himself into Sonic.
So while he's doing that, right,
There's too much torque, and I.
I'm gonna look over towards Gold, and I'm just gonna go. Oh, good job, you can do it. And you get a bardic inspiration.
And you hear the sound of the beaver.
While
voice
I
being
cry-
flailed
You
around.
hear them for some reason. Let's just go home.
What I rolled, I
Well,
would
we
like
said
to add it to it
fine, so-
anyway,
Let's go.
to ensure it
You
happens.
were like a hua.
I'm going to roll anyway.
Do I
I
bang
didn't
into
hear
that
what you
thing?
said.
While I trust what I rolled,
Yeah,
I'm
hold
going
on,
to add it anyway.
I
And it
want
was
to
a
make sure
great
that it's
result.
distracted before they do it.
So
But I guess
that
I rolled with-
is-
I'm just waiting to see his roll first.
So on my roll, was that not good enough?
No, I want to see his roll to see what he does, and I have your roll because that way I know what's going on.
I'm literally
And what-
rolling.
If it's successes you.
20 plus.
Hey, for that, roll the freaking
Jake,
I feel like it deserves a.
My athletics with the with the bardic inspiration, it's a 31.
Okay. So, here's what happens. So, Patch, and I can't move the ball too well. So, Patch rolls right through this this curtain over to here, and you now see. Holy
Man, what kind of bullshit is that?
Wheatley.
the
It's Wheatley
automaton.
from Portal.
Oh yeah.
It is Wheatley from Portal, actually.
Next
You're
to
right.
Arms and legs.
Mhm.
And
Still alive,
swords,
baby.
and probably a gun. I wouldn't be
It did
surprised
do
if he's got a
something about him.
Glock.
You are still in this ball, but
Yeah.
it just I can't move it.
Or hold on, is this the thing from The Incredibles?
No, it's not his
You're
ball of death.
eliminated.
Kind of looks like
Okay.
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry. Now I need to be talking in a southern accent. Is that darn thing from The Incredibles? The little octopus guy.
From the
So
Incredibles.
you roll through the curtain and you see him and you attempt to direct yourself and roll into it.
Yeah, I roll through the curtain. I stop. I make eye contact with it. I turn around and I slap my tail towards it and whip the ball towards him. And
Okay.
then just
And
thud straight
this is
into him.
it is an awkward thing moving this ball. So you're kind of tumbling with inside this ball as you're smacking
yeah.
it. So
That's what I
it-
said
it's,
when
it's
I
not
whip it.
it's not necessarily like a beeline. I mean, you don't
You're
have
drunk.
like NASCAR.
You're drunk rolling.
Yeah, so you're kind of weaving about above.
I did say I stopped and then
Oh, yeah.
lined it up.
Oh yeah, but even with lining it up, you're kind of weaving a bit because it's not an exact science. And
I'm
you
not,
eventually,
I'm not rolling like this.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's moving around crazily because you're kind of flopping around with it. It's not an easy thing to do. But then you do manage to get and smack into it. As you do it, its eyelids open up. It sees you.
As soon as it makes note of me, I am going to try and roll away.
Okay. You attempt to roll away. While you're doing that, with your roll, gold, you're attempting to twist back and forth on this thing. And with an audible crack down near the base where Patch had chewed quite a bit, you hear. And you can kind of feel this is really loose now, and you kind of instinctively kind of bend yourself forward, and you are now like still in the stocks, but you're free as far as you're not connected to the ground anymore.
Knowing the previous pattern of what's happened, I would like to, with the splintered wood, set it back in the base and wait.
Okay. You attempt to kind of place it back as
As best I
you can.
Just sees the frayed
Okay.
wood, like,
And yeah,
the spurs sticking out.
you do that.
Nothing to see.
So you attempt to go the other direction. Where exactly are you going?
Other side of the room. I'm just
The other
looking to
side of
keep
this room.
this guy busy as. Do I see our stuff in here, by the way?
Give me a perception check.
Done. That's right. I keep my.
You don't have them cool goggles though.
But I do have a +8, so that's still a 14.
That's still good.
Okay.
I rolled like shit.
Okay, what you do see in this room is you don't see your gear. It's not like poking out like bright light glowing out at
Any
you.
piece of it.
You don't see your gear. But what you do see is there's like in one side there's stacks of rugs of various kinds. It's like they're storing a bunch of rugs and stuff up here. But then there's also this really strange thing on the floor. It's big, it's circular, it's got candles all around it. You don't know exactly what that is
Not
looking at it, but you can give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 14.
You're able to piece together, wait a minute, we heard teleport sounds earlier. This has got to be some kind of teleportation magic thing. Like maybe the way to get in and out of here. Huh.
Maybe be the way to get in and out of here, yeah.
That's what you know. The
You
other
could be
thing,
reckoning.
the other thing you do notice, looking in this room with the 14 that you got, is that besides the rugs and stuff, there are a couple crates and boxes in corners of the room. You don't necessarily know what's in them, but there are some things there. And like, which way on this room do you go? Like, where are you?
So this is as he's still waking up, so he's not like active yet. So I'm gonna start rolling.
Well, all he did is open his eye.
Yeah, he's still booting up. He's fine.
You don't know how he works. You
He's
can't
not, he
make that
doesn't have an
assumption.
SSD in him. He has a
You
regular
can't-
hard drive. He
You
thinks
can't make
at
that
least-
assumption. You're not an
Oh, he
artificer.
can.
Oh, I can make the assumption.
You're not an artificer.
I'm
He's
entitled to be
magic,
wrong.
not even beaver.
Anyway, so which direction are you going? Like, which way?
I'm gonna roll straight towards those crates and see if I can just roll into them and break them.
Like these ones here?
The ones that
these
you
ones
just
over here?
mentioned. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. We've got some crates here, and we've got some
probably the
crates
ones farther away from him.
farther away. Okay, so you're attempting to roll. As I said before, it is kind of awkward because it's just a weird thing. You've never done this before. You've never been a hamster in a ball, but now you are.
Beaver ain't.
Yeah. So
This is
you
actually a pastime at my village.
this
This is part
start
of my backstory I forgot to tell you about.
you start moving in this direction.
World-class
and-
ball roller.
You get about 3/4 of the way there, but that's as far as you can get because you're kind of back and forth and kind of trying to correct yourself a little bit and moving. So you're not getting like a full movement like you would normally if you were just walking on the ground. But you do get about 20 feet.
So my full movement.
Oh, your full movement is 20?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So actually, you get about 15, just shy of your full
I
movement.
actually feel like I'd be going faster. It's like
Oh,
someone
no.
who's slow
Oh,
rolling
no.
on a scooter.
No, because it's like the whole thing. Imagine if you've got like a ball, okay, that's completely smooth, and inside and out. And no, I mean like like a very slick, smooth surface.
Okay.
And you're trying to like run on it and move it. You're slipping around inside of there, and it's kind of slipping on the ground.
Again, I am propelling myself by slapping the opposite side of the tail.
I
so
know,
it's
but
more like
which is
whipping it in a direction.
which I know, but again, the decision is and how this works. You
All right,
end
that's
up
fine.
moving about 15 feet. Okay, so that's where you get.
Deal.
Okay,
Just do a burnout to fuck up the magic circle so the guy teleports in and loses his left nut.
okay. So as that happens,
He's been spayed. As soon as he walks.
yeah, come on, thing.
I can't control it.
Okay, as that happens, I just got rid of the circle because it's just as that happens, and you move across. This guy begins to kind of chase you. Come on, let me grab it. There we go. He begins to kind of chase you. And he's
And he falls through the ground
Got him.
instead.
he's for
Guys, I beat him.
The secret was to make
The
him real
Elden
quick.
Ring falls to the floor.
Secret was
Boatload of souls rush into you.
Send him into the back room.
I sentence this man with irritable bowel syndrome. The bathroom, I must go!
He's back.
Tungsten!
Oh, he's gone.
For what it's worth, like, we don't have to actually move him around to
I
chase him
know,
back
but
and
he's
forth.
annoying. He's annoying. He doesn't want to play nice.
Well, it's the elevated surface that's annoying.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay, so anyway, he starts moving.
He's
He
over it.
gets over close
Guy
enough
get paid
that he
minimum
can
wage.
attempt to reach you.
Let him go.
How quaint.
He's big, yo. He got reach. He can attempt to reach you in the ball, so he attempts to reach out and grab the ball again.
Got it.
Yep. And let's just see if he actually grabs it.
Someone.
Get a
No, he-
deck save.
No, he's just attempting to grab this thing. But he doesn't quite get it because again, it's slippery surface. And so it kind of as you're trying to move it around and everything and you know, bonking your tail on it, blah blah blah, it kind of it's floating a little bit that way and he kind of just knocks it and it actually moves you a hair closer to your direction that you're trying to go. Not a lot, but like another 5 feet. Okay? So it kind of knocks it out of his range. That's what he does.
You suck.
Okay. What are you, the rest of you in the room doing? Anything?
Chilling.
Bad chill.
Yeah, I
mental
am
communication.
strictly waiting for Patch to get caught before I start doing anything.
Actually, I informed Jonathan and Gold, while that guy is occupied. I say, Persephone and Torbrekka and Cassiopeia are somewhere outside the estate.
Oh, with that information, instead, I would like to go ahead and, Jake, are Jonathan and I's conditions similar where his lock is on the right side?
Yep.
I would like to walk over as hard as I can with my neck swing into his lock as hard as I fucking can, and then go back into my post.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Just a straight attack roll with strength. No proficiency bonus because you're wielding a stockade.
All right, so attack roll +1. That's a 15 to hit.
You're able to hit the stationary lock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Fuck my neck.
Now,
I don't want to do that.
now I need you to roll 1d8 plus your strength to see how much damage you attempt to do to the lock.
6.
Okay. It fucked it up a little bit.
I will then go and safely try and get back in my station.
All right. Outside,
I will wait.
Persephone and Torbrek.
I'd rather not get a fucking piece of metal thrown through me.
Okay, so Persephone, you have moved to about there, and I will get
This is
you
sort of
so
like
you can
bullshit.
see that in just a moment.
It's occupied by the beaver.
Everyone
until
gets
he
occupied by
rolls well.
the beaver. All right.
Bro, that beaver's huge.
You get to there, to that
He's
corner.
straight up beaving right now.
He's dying.
Oh, lightheaded help! Fuck.
Damn, I didn't know that beaver was that big.
Whoa. Big beaver.
Do you need to take a break and
Drink something.
I'm going. I need water.
Sorry, no more vagina jokes.
you need some water? I think.
Buddy, I got a bottle of water right here for you. It just has 12% alcohol in it.
Speaking of which, you mind?
Here, hand me that glass. You get the last of the Morgon Court de Puy.
Hey.
Or, sorry.
Those aren't real words, just pour.
No. Off-brand Aquaman wanted me to speak in a southern accent now. So it's...
Just go.
Go, boy. Sorry about that, chat. Now, off-brand Aquaman wanted me to say
Chat,
now
is
that
this
this is some Morgon Cote de Puy. So now I'm
What,
gonna
you
go
pee-
ahead and...
Wait, coat to pee. You pee in your coat?
Yeah, no, I gotta go pee in his glass. Now, you're gonna go ahead and like it
Okay.
as much as I think you are now. You gay son bitch.
All right. Cheers.
I say
so-
that as an ally.
So you are out here, Persephone,
Uh-huh.
on Cassiopeia,
Yeah.
and you get to this corner.
Cassiopeia.
And this is where, once again, the signal kind of break up a little bit, so you kind of stop there and back up like 5 feet, and that's where you end up. Where you're like, okay, I've got a good signal here. I'm probably about 120 feet from it.
All right. So I would like to get off
I got your
Horsey.
ass.
Okay.
Can't just make me laugh
And I'm
like
gonna
that,
tell
man.
Horsey
I
to
clearly
keep walking
can't. It's
because
great.
you're very obvious.
Hey, Horsey
So
keeps
you're gonna
walking.
keep on going. I'm gonna like, because that's like a fence. It looks like
Yep.
I'm gonna duck down so that I am.
Every 5 feet is warded with fireball. Just be careful which 5 feet.
So you're gonna what? Just like duck down on this
Yeah,
side
just
of it?
duck down so I'm hidden by the fence.
Yeah, it's not hard. to
Yeah,
do. It's this is a decent solid like stone
Mhm.
fence, just like it looks like, and it's a good almost 3.5 feet tall. So it's not like a real great security fence, but it's
No.
definitely, it gives some privacy and delineates a property line pretty clearly. Easy enough to kind of duck down.
So I'm gonna do me a hide. I'm gonna tell Horsey to keep on going because
Okay.
it's super obvious. So
Okay.
you stopping there is a lot more
Cassiopeia
obvious
does
than
such,
me.
sort of. You notice she does move on a little bit, but then
Just don't
as
be
she gets-
obvious,
as she
Mr.
gets
Horsey.
as she gets a little bit further away, she kind of turns to her left, and in the next estate over,
Mhm.
she it's not the same kind of thing. They don't have quite the same kind of wall. It's just a little more open. She turns into their property, goes and begins to get a little bit closer to this wall over here
Mhm. That's-
in this property, and kind of is grazing.
yeah,
but-
just go be a horse and don't
Yeah.
be super obvious about it.
But she's kind
I
of
want that
grazing over
thing
there,
on
but
the finger.
she's clearly, the best you can tell is she's
Mhm.
trying to be closer to the,
Yeah, no, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Fair. You do your horsey thing, but
Yeah.
don't give away my position.
Funny, she doesn't even need to get her drink.
All right.
yeah, she's totally incognito.
All right.
Or
So where
stealth.
are we at? Describe what we're.
You're outside, Ape
No,
Man?
no, I'm talking. This is message to Leon. Sorry, I
Oh,
should have been more
okay.
obvious with that.
Go on.
Describe what we're up against. So what happens? You're on a third floor. That's about all I got. I imagine this is the building.
I am chained to a wall. Patch has turned into a giant beaver.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Is currently stuck within some kind of orb and is rolling around distracting the mechanical watchman.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Marvelous.
Gold is doing his best to just completely destroy his stock and also smack it into Jonathan's stock.
The man's got 3 stocks.
I was just thinking that. I was like, don't interrupt again, Daniel.
Okay.
I'll do it, don't worry.
Okay.
So, I think Gold is actually making quite a bit of progress on getting out
So
of
who needs saving? I guess the third version.
The automaton.
I would say all of us,
Hmm.
most likely.
Okay, look out your window. What?
Robot.
I'm trying to see what side you're.
Okie dokie, I
I
look
mean,
at
thinking
the.
about how far dimension
arrows.
door works.
Again, the best you can see is there's
Well,
ceiling
I
tiles
just
there.
want to see if he can figure out enough to describe to me so I can figure out which side of the building he's on.
You can describe that estate that you can see.
Okay, I describe it.
Okay,
Put your hand up the window. Can you cast?
give me a
it?
perception
I
check.
can. I'm chained to the wall.
To see whether or not I can see the massive fucking.
Never mind.
Well, whether or not you buy his description, you can see and then discern. Is that the one he's talking
Hold
about?
on,
me
let
try
me see
that.
if I have a plus. Perception?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay. You aren't exactly sure because
They're all
the-
big, fancy, rich
well,
people houses.
yeah, this
They all look like
the
big,
one in
fancy,
this
rich people
direction.
houses.
Yeah, the one in this direction where Cassiopeia is grazing the grass,
The one
and the one on the other side, the general designs are very similar. Yes, very human designs.
Lord
Not very
Aurora
human.
owns both of
Can
them
you
anyway.
tell which way the wind is going? Is there wind?
I guess I'll try that.
Actually, that's a good question. Is it blowing in or is it not blowing in at all?
This room sure is drafty.
Give me a perception check.
It's blowing in from the direction of the window.
17.
You can feel some air movement in through the arrow slit, but that could mean the arrow slit's here and the wind's going like this, the wind's going like this, the wind's going like this. Then you don't know.
So I'm going to respond. Well, this could mean a lot of things, but I do at least feel air coming in through the small window.
Okay, sun. Where's the sun?
I determine where the sun might be shining from.
Give me a certain target.
Can we move the so I can look at the building?
No.
Oh,
Give fuck.
damn.
1000% be a survival.
5.
Where's the sun?
The survival's not much
Intelligence.
better. That would turn that 5
It's
into an 8.
outside,
That
and I'm
still-
inside.
Makes sense.
Okay.
To honor homeboys request,
So
we
what'd
still
you
have to
get?
think of something funny for Gold to do.
Yeah.
The gold's
So
already
what-
naked.
what'd you
What
get,
more
Logan?
can you do?
5. Yeah, you have.
Once
you're
the
not
robot
sure.
shows up, I'll
Okay.
make my
It's-
request.
Yeah, sun's
The
outside.
sun's coming
Cool,
from
got it.
outside.
Got it. From where I'm at, I imagine the window above the door is the only window I can see on the 3rd floor from my current location.
Yeah, pretty much.
So cool if one of us had a foot.
That'd be cool.
Get the 5 from here.
I want to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you're doing.
I am taking every detail of the armor that the guys in the.
Okay.
Then after that, I'm gonna walk to where Persephone is. How high would you say the gates around this estate are, for Lord O'Rourke?
Again, the
Super.
walls
Like
are
three-
about 3 to 3.5
Yeah.
foot tall. They're not. They're not entirely. They're not like big 6-foot security fencing.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
more
like
like
sitting on the ground.
it's
I'm
more
like
like
looking down, yeah.
decorative and delineating the property lines, and that's about it.
Okay, I'll see you later. Hidden step, turn invisible, flip over the wall, run up the side of the front face of the house, all the way to the roof.
Okay.
Your invisibility only lasts
A turn.
yeah.
Okay, what's your total movement?
If I dash and everything,
Yeah. Oh, it's your
Well,
dash and
not-
movement, right?
Bonus action. You want your action to fucking make a leg check.
50.
50, and then it's is it an action to do your?
Well,
your
I just want to
visibility?
I want to get close enough where I can misty step to the roof.
Okay, well, is it your action to do that invisibility, or is that the bonus? I mean, I'm just curious because
This is where Tomer gets fucked. Tobrek, whatever the fuck his name is.
Tomerbrick.
I
Just
hate
call him
that.
T.
Mr. T over
Mr.
here.
T.
Mr. T, Big T.
It
The
should
big
say
T over here.
Bonus
it's-
action.
it's a bonus action.
Every
Okay,
so,
so
does
so
bonus
you,
action.
so you can move. You can use your action to dash. So you can move, use your action to dash,
And
and then your
Just to
bonus action is your
clarify,
invisibility.
I technically haven't relayed any of this information to you.
I don't care. I'm tired of
His
it.
metagame senses are tingling.
No, after having the conversation with Gold, he's tired of the bullshit, so he's just gonna say.
Well,
"Fuck
that's
it."
What
fine. I'm just letting you
conversation
know.
with
I was
me?
like,
Remember when we were in the
we
town
haven't
saying that we
technically
weren't doing
had.
shit, and this is accomplishing nothing? At this point, he doesn't.
That
give a
was
shit.
in the woods when we were fucking
So he
fighting. This
magically
is
knows where
months
you are now.
removed.
No, I'm gonna just start going in and start killing
This is
whoever
not
I see.
months
I don't care
removed.
anymore.
Sorry, it's a week removed.
So
What fucking time skip did I miss?
I'm sorry, I forgot how
Tug
months
food
are
tower
like
this
a
place.
great span of time
Actually-
in this game.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 of them.
So Cassiopeia, do I see Cassiopeia on the neighbor's yard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. It's a big
Yeah,
place.
she's a big ass
Are
fucking
any of
horse.
the neighbors
She's,
doing anything about it, or are they just not there?
you don't know if they've noticed. You can't tell.
fucking horse.
Maybe there's a big winged horse.
Just a big
eating
winged
our
horse.
bread.
I hear
I mean, the wings are
horse.
folded back against the
What?
body.
I said, man, that's a weird fucking horse.
Oh, I did hear.
There's an
fucking
estate
horse.
on
Okay.
both sides, correct? There's no
Oh,
like
yeah.
street that goes down one way.
Yeah,
and
this
around
is
the back.
one street that you're on, and there's a state on one side, a state on the other. Behind them, on this particular side, it actually butts up to the walls of the house, and then the other direction is more estates.
This is called Rich Fuck Boulevard. The next street is called Richer Fucker Boulevard. And then the next street's the castle, so it's the richest fucking
Jason,
boulevard.
how far is it from my location to at least get around the corner where that house is?
70 feet.
70? I missed you stuff.
Want to use your invisibility?
You're
now.
faster moving than you
You
are
are.
Misty
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 'Cause it's 100 feet if I
Just one
dash.
thing.
Your best thing. You had it right the first time.
Go
Invisible.
invisible,
run
move,
up the
and
side of the
action,
house.
run up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Where exactly are you going to run up to?
I will point on the big screen. You can see
I
it.
assume this right here.
Go to the roof.
You're going to go to the roof?
Yeah, I can
All
run
right.
on any surface.
Yep, okay. So yeah, you can do that. You have more than enough movement, and you are currently invisible. I will still need a stealth check because you know sound. If you're gonna be running through stuff, you can make some sound. So you always have to check
should
on
be at
that. But it's an advantage because you're invisible.
So that was first one was a 15 plus 4. The second one was a nat 1, so I'll take the 15.
All right, so 19 total.
Yeah, 19 total.
All right, good to know. So yeah, you got a 19. That's where you're at. You're now on the roof right there.
That's fine with me.
All the guards have the observant feature, passive perception on 22. You're fucking
Mhm.
caught. You
I'll take my chances.
missed the ward on the
They're
roof
all
that casts
rangers.
lightning on
They
you.
actually execute you instantly, so.
Yeah, actually, they had finger of death on the roof, so you
Max
just
level
die.
wizards that cast
real
power
quick.
kill.
From
Disintegration chimney.
From your position, you can see on the 4th floor, you can see right up here, there seems to be, this is more than an arrow slit. This is like a thin, tall window. Close to slit. No, it's like a thin, tall window.
I'm so bad.
You might be able to squeeze through it. It looks a little tight,
For my,
but
so if you go back to the front of the house, I'll show you what I was really looking at as I was looking at the guard when I was taking this all in. The one place I was really looking at was this little area right here.
okay, over there.
Yeah,
So that's where you wanted to get to.
That little gap. If I can get to there eventually, that's the goal. So maybe like a walkway or something to get through buildings where no one really walks through it. But that's where my head is at.
Yeah,
The
you
rat
you
crawl
potentially
stairs.
could do that. It's going to take you.
7 years.
Yeah, while all this is happening.
Or what?
Yeah, it's going to take you about 65 feet to get all over there, so you can easily do it the next
That's
turn.
fine. I'll do
so
it
to
next
speak.
turn. If we're doing turn-based.
We're not really in turn-based, so
It's
but we're kind of, but not really.
just to make it simpler for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, you could get over there. Basically, 65 feet will get you on that
Fine.
area.
Perfect for me.
All right, so Persephone. So you just kind of crouching back down there.
so-
You see Torbrek.
Yeah, you did.
For a second, he
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
He said he was fucking off, and he
yeah.
are you
I
able
was gonna
to?
jump off of Cassiopeia over the house.
Are you
just
able to
walk
do
down.
anything out the can you reach out the window, something like that?
Me?
Yeah.
My hands are tied to the wall.
Anyone else? Anyone? You got hamster boy?
I'm busy.
Otherwise, how you doing?
I'm currently engaged in Mortal
Trying
Kombat
not
with a
to
robot.
die.
Perfect. Well, if someone could tell me where y'all are,
Look, I've already tried my best describing things. There's really not much else I
Yeah.
can do.
I'd hate
You
to
gotta meet 'em
suggest it,
halfway
but I
for a
mean,
second.
fireballing the side of the house might not be the worst thing here.
Or tell a gold to stick his
Sure
hand out the
enough,
slot.
happens.
well, I was going for that, but at the moment I'm told no one can access the window.
Not yet. We're trying.
Some of us are. Some of us have bigger fish to fry.
Is there like a pathway
Right.
in front of your window, or is it just neighboring houses? Did you see the street, or you just see neighbor?
You don't see the street.
Okay, so you're probably on windows.
Ugh.
Oh, and that's okay. Can I just?
Give me another perception check. Oh,
Wow, 27.
Jesus Christ.
okay. As you were looking out, you kind of angle yourself a little bit differently.
Break my neck a little.
It does hurt. So this is hard to do. You're trying to get as much information as you can to relate to Persephone. As you do that and you move a little bit, you can now see further to the right of where you're looking out. And as you're doing that, you're like, oh, that's the castle outer walls. Off to your right.
What?
Does that correspond me to a specific part of the building? 'Cause
Uh,
I imagine I can see the castle with or without a
Castle
perception
that
check.
The castle is. Where's my damn light?
Investigation check for that.
I just had
Yeah,
it.
you got
Okay.
it. You got it.
The castle is literally like way back,
there. Okay, cool.
back over here beyond here.
I would
So
like
if
to
it's
do me
if he's
that
looking
way
out
on
to
the
his
fence.
right,
Uh-huh.
okay, his left would mean you're smart enough to know his left would mean he's on this side, on here, or maybe over on here,
I don't know
on
where
the-
you're
on
pointing
the-
at all, but
on
I'm
this
gonna
side?
believe you.
but it's to his right, so it's like this side of the roof, or way over on this side.
Okay. That general vicinity is not where I am currently.
Yeah.
So I would like to do a little walk arounds of the mansion, the way that doesn't pass by the front gate again.
Okay, so how are you going to go
We have
into
to the neighbor's yard, like the
neighbor's
horse.
yard where Cassiopeia is? Or?
Oh, there's no separation?
Yeah, that's why I asked. I was like, if we could go around the back, it'd be easier. But apparently, both sides are covered by mansions.
They,
and the
they
back
share
is-
a fence.
Well, there's your one fence, but the fence doesn't entirely continue on this neighbor's lawn.
Well, what?
It's
where,
open.
Where Cass is right there. Is
Yeah.
that not a fence?
This
that
is
mine?
the fence. This is the fence between the two properties.
Okay, so it's property fence property. There's
Yes.
no. Okay.
But this one, this property,
Mm-hmm.
this fence does not continue all the way on.
Mm,
So you can do like what Cassiopeia did and
Yeah,
basically go down and come around this way.
that's fine. I'll do that.
So you're in someone else's property, but
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna attempt to be stealthy about it. I
okay.
would like to do
Go
that.
ahead and roll a stealth check.
That's a 21.
Hey,
Nice. Okay. So
I
that's
are
going on in the room,
You're-
and we're not going to zoom in on this right now until we absolutely need to. But in the room, we've got Gold, Leon, and Jonathan. What's going on in there? What are you guys doing, if anything?
I would like to take another swing at Jonathan's lock.
Make your attack roll, and then if you hit, we'll go 1d8. The DC to hit, or the attack, the AC basically of this lock, it's a fucking lock sitting there.
It's
10.
not hard to hit.
It's
I rolled a
10.
12, yeah.
Yeah, you hit it.
Oh, I was gonna be like, I rolled a
1d8 plus your
9.
strength modifier.
You miss.
It's a +1.
Yeah.
But 5 damage.
Okay, so now you've done 11 damage to it. It's starting to warp.
I also go ahead and relay the information that out to our right, you said, was the castle wall?
Yes.
And that seems like Persephone might be trying to do something.
I would like to then take another swing at the lock if I hear Persephone's going to be doing something.
Go for it. Do it again. While this is going on,
That's
Yeah.
a hit.
do indeed crash into the crates.
That's a hit.
Go ahead and
8.
give me, we'll call it D10.
D10.
8
A lot of
damage.
Ds.
8 damage. All right. This thing is, it's like one of these guys.
Yeah.
That's a D10.
At the same time, while he's attacking the lock, I'd say Jonathan is wiggle
Okay.
and warp.
5. Okay.
Fuck.
you bounce into the crates, and one of them kind of cracks a little bit as you smack it. Still intact, but there. It just basically,
This perfectly stops me then and readies me for my next move.
there you go. Okay. While that's happening, that lock, it looks like it's barely hanging on. Go ahead and give me an athletics check for John.
24.
Damn.
As you do that, and boom, it actually snaps the lock as he kind of tries to do the twisty move that you were doing with your arm. And it snaps the lock, and he's like, oh, and he's free. He's completely free.
I point my lock towards him.
Yeah, no, he's gonna rush over immediately. And is there anything in the room
That
that?
investigation.
All right.
It's got no lockpicking.
21.
Oh damn.
There's a stick on the floor.
Yeah.
He actually finds, he's looking frantically, he's trying to think, he's like, wait a minute. And he looks at all the damage that has been done to the post splinters from hardwood. I might be able to work with this. And he kind of digs through and he finds some that are about the right length and shape. He's like, I'm gonna be delicate with this. This is gonna be a hard thing to do.
Yep.
Okay.
I will stand still.
Yeah. You said the next thing. What is
Is
your
there
next thing?
anything on the ground or anything I can use to kind of ramp off of just slightly? Pop up off of it.
You can do a kick.
Why?
Is there like a step or
Tell me
something?
what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm gonna try to roll,
Punch him
like
in the
propel this thing and hit it in its eye with the ball.
Sure.
Mario Racers, right?
Sure, you find
Sonic
you you
Monkey
end up kind of
ball.
going around. You bounce in. You're like, damn it. Oh, wait a minute, and you kind of head off another direction. And there's some of those carpets that are piled up. They're kind of leaning over, and they make a little bit of a ramp. And you're like, you know what? Well, if I go this way and I come back this way, I can hit that as he's coming at me, and I might be able to hit him. It's going to take you 2 rounds because you got to rounds
Yeah.
because you got to kind of get over one direction to set it up, and then you're going to try
Turn
to
it
take
up.
your shot. So you're easily able to, in this round to get over there. So you're in position. So the next kind of go around, you think you're going to be able to try that. Take a point of inspiration for yourself.
Yeah.
I like the thoughts there. That was pretty cool. All right, so outside again.
On the road again.
Do I see Persephone? She goes to the fence towards the.
Roll a perception check. You got to beat her for stealth. Good one. Mhm.
That sounds
Mhm. That's what you had. I know because
I
know
only
what
got
I
a
rolled.
20.
Oh, you don't notice her. What are you doing?
I want to make my way to at least to the correct side of where I think they are based on the information I was given.
Okay,
So I will, full
give me
move
an-
until I'm there.
give me
kind
an
of thing.
intelligence check. Okay. With the castle wall where it is, with that point of reference that you can use,
The
or you can,
castle.
yeah, you can kind of use that point of reference. You know for sure that it's got to be over on this side, okay, on the far side.
I would like.
So
That sounds
you
great.
are going to start making your way over that way.
Also, while I'm just passing through, like I want to pop my head up every once in a while and just check, are there because there were guards by the door. I want to see other guards everywhere else, or
Okay.
is it just
So
the door?
what I'm going to do is, let's say I'm going to say over the course of a little bit of time
Yeah,
here,
no, I might just
you
take a
make
minute.
your way over to this side. So you're way down here. You're now
I
basically
would say as long as I can see.
yeah, you're basically at the back side of the building. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you notice any potential guards.
Oh,
you
this
don't
is
see
clear.
any. You don't see any. You think it's all good.
Can I see the roof and like the third story and stuff? 'Cause that's specifically what I'm aiming for. They said they were probably third.
I mean, you can see it's got multiple floors.
Are
You
there like
can-
windows on the third? Like that's what I'm looking.
not on that side that you can
Okay.
see.
I would like to keep walking around until I see windows
Yep.
on the third
You're-
floor.
That's what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Corbreck.
Oh, also, just to check in with you guys, how we doing? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Anyone free for a window yet?
How to answer.
I know someone's free, but first you don't know someone's free.
Okay. Jonathan is currently out and is trying to get rolled out.
Perfect. I can help as soon as I know where we're at. Working on it.
Okay, so
Getting closer. No.
so
No
next
one has said
next-
shit.
next thing. Torberg,
Did he
are
such
you gonna move to
cases?
where you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna move the way that I was going to because I didn't see Persephone, so I'm assuming she's sneaking her own way in.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
work my way where the guards can't see me through like the middle section.
okay, so like up this way.
Bless you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
middle, up and over. and
Okay,
then
so
I'll
yeah,
make
you
it.
go middle, up and over. It takes 65 feet of movement to get there, so you still have like 35 foot.
Do I see any like how I saw like slits or anything? Do I see any like slits on the like top's edge or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
Let me.
don't
23.
Okay. No, thank you.
Okay. With that, where you're at on here, come on, Dan, why did I have to rotate that? Alright. Up there, you do see some things that are very, very. One of them being that it looks right here like, okay, maybe there could be a window there. That's the only thing you can tell from this area, but you don't really see any in any other spots.
I'll make my way over there just because it's the only thing that I got.
So you got
Sight that makes
35
sense.
feet more of movement, and I just want to about how far that's going to be.
I thought you said you were gonna come.
Oh
through
yeah,
where this
that's
was
going to go.
to
That's going to
reach
get
this
you
and
pretty
kill
much
them.
right there.
Well, I gotta get inside first.
So you're going to get right over here.
Wasn't there a window as soon as you
Leon,
got up there?
you see him. He is right out there. He is 10 feet away from you. There's Torbrek. Torbrek!
Yeah.
There is an arrow slit right in front of you. And you can see Leon's eye. He's kind of craned over looking.
Everybody alive?
As far as I know,
Okay. I'm gonna try to do some damage to this wall. Stand back.
good luck.
And I'm just gonna start. Actually, you know what? Hey, Leon, I have a question. I developed a new little thing that might help. Would burning anything help you guys get out quicker?
I think in our current circumstance that
Oh wait, no. I didn't use Misty Step. I Misty Step through the gap in the hole and I'll be in the room.
There you go.
You're going to try to Misty Step. Okay?
Oh shit.
So we'll be with you in a second. All right.
Forgot about it.
Back inside the room. Okay. All right. What's going on there, Gold?
Jonathan's trying to get him
All
out.
right.
Yeah,
it's
so
stuck in the wall.
I have my lock positioned as like smoothly as I can, like get me free.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yep.
This is a very high DC because of the tools you're using. Go ahead and roll.
Thieves' tools, so it's Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yes, it is Thieves' tools, but it's a high DC because they're improvised.
These
I believe in
It's
you.
9, baby.
I believe in
It's
you.
9. La, 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 la. That is a 21.
Okay. The DC was 20. With using that too, the thing is, I said very high. This lock isn't that complicated.
Not as high as
but
20 is very
you know,
high for some of us.
it's a for this lock itself. The DC would have been with regular Thieves' tool. Would have been a fucking 10.
Hers average roll
So-
like 8.
Yeah, but it would have been a 10. But because of what you were using, it was a 20, and you beat it. Jonathan's damn good. He gets the lock off, pops it open. You're free, Gold. As you get freed, the damn thing falls to the ground and bang.
Now, before anything else, Leon would quickly communicate a few things. First, he would telepathically communicate with Persephone.
Wow. Message?
I mean,
He
I
has
have-
to initiate that.
I've been going back and forth the whole
If you
time.
have
I haven't
message-
stopped.
I do have
like,
message.
You could use that.
It's a spell.
Yeah.
Message
can
is a
try.
cantrip.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip is still a spell.
You can try.
You've been going back and forth with me, so
Yeah, because you can respond when you cast.
Okay, well, like I said, I haven't stopped talking to him.
So you keep going?
Yeah, I was like, I'm
well,
not
then
going
in
to
that
stop
case, you know,
talking to
you
him. I'm
can
going to keep
you can just
communicating
respond.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool bit of an important piece of information I left out. The room has some sort of anti-magic field in place.
Ah,
Aside from that, Torbrek is now just outside the window. Gold has gotten free.
cool. Do I see Torbrek anywhere?
Not from where you're at.
Perfect. I
Absolutely
keep
not.
walking until I see Torbrek.
You're not gonna see me from any angle. unless
No,
you go-
where he's at on the roof there,
Walk
you
straight
can't see
vertical.
him. You just can't see him. You're too
See, I don't
No.
know how to say this, but the horse has wings.
You know how obvious a flying horse is?
It doesn't matter how obvious it is. If you there's Torbeck, and then we break out and we do some really fucking awesome shit. And there's like an explosion in the
Okay,
background.
I can't get up there.
Yeah, but like we can do it really cool.
Listen, Daniel's got a robot he's fighting. It's
'Cause
a
I-
beaver in a ball.
I don't know about you.
I think he's got his mission.
There are
Unbreakable
two
Patch
guards
has his
outside.
priorities straight right now.
I imagine more inside.
I almost
Okay.
feel bad.
Why
for this
stealth?
automaton.
So what I want to know is what are you doing for something?
Okay, well, what can I see roof wise?
Roof wise, you can see right what you can actually see right here. You can see that there is roof right here. You can see up the side of it.
There's a landing part of the roof.
Yeah, you can see that on. You can kind of infer
Okay,
that there's one
cool.
up here, but
Dimension door. I'm up
kinda.
there.
yeah, I'll allow that because you can specify distance and direction without actually seeing.
Well, yeah, but you said I could see.
Well, you can't really see the landing. You
enough
can
of it
infer.
plus the rest of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can infer enough.
Yeah.
I'm allowing you to do it because you can infer enough to really specify distance and direction and be close enough. You are now on this platform up here, okay? And you see what looks like a tall, skinny window. You look in, and inside there, well, inside there, what you see
Hey.
Lord and Dort with his wife.
Dang, this boy.
is what
Nothing.
looks like an empty room,
Cool. I'm gonna
just there.
do me a snack. Snack inside.
Okay. You sneak into a completely empty space.
I'm still messaging whether or not my message.
Okay. Go right ahead. You still
Oh
hear
yeah,
her?
sorry. Still here.
Okay. Is that a can I pass? Is that a passy thing or is that just a?
That's just roofing away.
Okay,
You are
so
literally in a completely enclosed room.
there's no other entrance or exit of this.
Nope, just the
Oh,
window.
cool. I will get out and climb over the roof.
Okay.
I was gonna say I think she's on the floor.
So you get out. And you're
Climb.
attempting now to climb over the roof.
Or I mean, just kind of like around this,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Basically, you're like,
nice little safe jaunt
Yeah, you're-
across the roof.
yeah, basically you're like, okay, I'm gonna come up this way and then walk up higher and go across. So okay, so that'll
Also
take
still
place.
trying to do its thing.
That'll take place in a little bit.
In the next episode.
No, not that. Not that. All right, now. Hamster ball. I mean, patch
Yeah,
ball.
boy.
So you actually, yeah, beaver ball. You
know
actually,
what time it is.
you actually come over this way. You now have a kind of a direct
I'm
line.
to kill shot.
Yeah, you have a direct line on the big guy where you can ramp and go. So you do such, you ramp, and of course he's.
Strategically
I'm
placed
not going
off
to
the
move him.
start button.
I'm not going to move him, but he is like coming after you. Go ahead and give me an attack roll based on dexterity with no proficiency bonus.
Based on
Yeah,
dex, are you
it's
sure it's
been,
not
it hasn't been
strength?
long enough.
Yeah, it
time.
hasn't been 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it's based on dex because you're trying to direct this thing to hit him.
Did a dex save?
No, it's not a dex save. But you have that bardic
For
inspiration.
some reason, the giant beaver has a pretty good
You
dex
roll a
save.
10 on the D10. It's a
Hey,
30-20.
you rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10 on both.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Hey, dirty 20 definitely hit.
Snake eyes. Snake had 10 eyes.
Yep,
Yeah.
dirty 20 definitely hits.
Bonk.
Go ahead
Thank you,
and
sir.
roll 1d10.
4d12. Well, dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
So what'd you get?
If it's just a straight D10 roll, 2.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so
That's pretty good to know.
you slam, bounce off a little bit.
Can that be plus strength?
I'm not telling you whether or not I will add that myself if
Do you know what the giant beaver strength is?
I have it stats.
Okay, good.
Trust me, I got this. I got this. All right, so
I have no idea.
that's what happens there. What are you gonna do next? Because we gotta kind of
Roll back off of it after I slam into it.
So you're gonna try to move again.
No, I think that's involuntary.
Well, yeah, but like, what is your next idea or thought?
See his reaction.
So you're just gonna kind of sit there and see his reaction.
I'll probably move, but I'll look back.
Are you gonna
Move back into position to do it again.
Okay, so you're gonna move away from
I
him.
doubt it'll work again, but I'm going to.
He is gonna attempt to grab you. Once again, he misses.
You're a lucky son.
You are. I'm rolling really shit. So there you go.
I'll take it. I'm rolling shit too.
Cobra. You attempt to Misty Step into this room.
Ah, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. Yoink, you pop in the middle of the room.
Thank God.
No.
All right.
You guys
good
see
to see you, Torbrek.
Torbrek's now in the middle of the room. You know, Jonathan who's free, Torbrek who's free, both in the middle of this room.
I'm gonna try to break
Gold
the.
is half free.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're,
Gold-
you're,
I'm gonna break-
no,
you
he's
broke
free.
your
He's
thing
free.
I'm gonna break the chains off of
So
Leon's.
everyone except Leon is free.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that and try to break the chains off.
Okay.
We should
Go
leave you there.
ahead and give me an athletics check.
Can you just monk punch him?
I could.
Hey, you want to try to do that? You can.
Yeah, monk punch him.
Really needs their fucking tool.
Well, I didn't know where they're at. One's a 6+7, the other one's an 18+7.
Yeah, they both hit. How much damage do you do?
Hold on, give me a second.
Hitting is not hard.
So here is the thing that
Hold on, I did that wrong. No, 6. No, I did that right. 15 points of damage.
Okay. That was both hits.
That was both.
Okay.
Hits. Add it together.
It's damaged him a little bit. In fact, you take 1 point of damage from the bending of the metal and the shock. Just a little bit, you know.
Whatever
It
am I
hurts.
going to do?
Okay. So that's there. What are you doing, John or Leon?
I guess I'll inform him. Now that you're here, there's no magic in this room. So if you had any planning on that,
No, this is as far as I thought.
yeah, I'm kind of in chains. There's not
Okay.
much I can do.
Okay. Gold.
Just hanging around.
I would like to investigate / fuck with the altar. I know Lord O'Rourke had done something to the altar, and then we could use
Like,
magic.
spit on your
so
hand and just rub it over all the
my
dust.
idea is to fuck with that.
Okay.
So, investigation.
Yeah, it'd be an investigation check. I'll give you that.
Okay.
So you kind of move up over to the altar. Both you and Jonathan are no longer
All right.
bound.
That is a 16 to investigate.
It looks like that weird dust is like it's in the shape of his handprint, right in the center of the altar. And you don't see it anywhere. I mean, it's like a clearly defined hand. You don't know what that'll do, if you do anything to it, if you can. You just kind of, maybe you're poking at it a little bit.
I guess I'm gonna rip off my loincloth and try and fucking get rid of
Okay,
it.
so now we have a
Zach, just go.
naked ass
Zach, just go.
gold
Oh, butt ass naked.
with a loincloth, and he's attempting to do some janitor work on the altar here and clean that up.
He's double cheeked up.
Okay. We'll see what happens there. Jonathan what else is he doing? Anything?
I think he's gonna peek out the curtains and see whatever the fuck's going on with.
Okay. Okay, so Jonathan
Do it okay in here?
and
Oh, you're busy. I'll
he's,
come back.
he's gonna
Because he pushed towels. Oh, see, you're busy. I'll come back.
come on, thing.
Wait, did Gold and Jonathan just say fuck Leon and leave you locked up?
I mean, he's got it taken care of.
I'm working on it. Monk can only do so much.
I'm only a month.
This stupid robot can't multitask.
Apparently, you're fast as hell.
Just like
Can't have multiple
grab
windows
ball.
open.
You can kind of see Jonathan.
Grab ball. Fuck.
You can kind of see Jonathan right there, kind of
ball,
hanging out.
grab ball.
That's just so we can see that he's kind of sticking his head out. It's pretty much exactly what he sees. Grab ball. Fuck. Yeah, exactly. He's fucking trying to grab the hamster ball.
Like running, like leaning down with the arms outstretched.
It's-
Like,
You guys,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's called like Moonbase Alpha or whatever. It's the one game with the text-to-speech astronauts, right? And there's John Madden. John Madden. I'd like to imagine it's just grab ball.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's basically what it's trying to do. It's not saying that, but that's
I'm
what
gonna
it's
be
trying
so
to do.
funny if it
It's just
was.
trying to grab the ball. It's not trying to hurt, as far as you can tell. It's not like attacking or anything. It's just trying to grab you in your ball. In fact, you know what? Jonathan, give an intelligence check.
Okay, I don't remember what.
Just straight in. You can just roll it straight d20 if you want.
He's a smart. 13.
Okay. Near as he can tell, kind of watching this for a moment or two, is you're kind of imprisoned in this ball. And this thing, it's acting kind of like a jailer. Like, I've got you imprisoned. I need to put you back in your cell because you're trying to get away. But I'm not going to damage you. I just need to put you where you're supposed to be.
grab.
So, so that's what it's doing. Anything else, or is that all Jonathan's really doing?
I think that Jonathan would try to do two things. He
Okay.
would try to look around the room, see if there's anything like how when.
Perception check.
All right. I mean,
Look for stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say like stuff. So I don't know if that's investigation or.
In this case, I just want a perception check. He's just because he's already done some stuff. He's just a quick look.
25.
Okay, he looks across the room. These crates over on the far side that that Patch ran into. Looking at those, they're kind of damaged and everything. He's like, oh man, that's weird. Looking at these ones that are a little
Of course.
closer.
The other one.
Behind one of them, kind of like it's almost like the backside of the one of these is partially open, and behind one of them, spilling out of it, is, and you can see it kind of between the crates, just sticking out because he got such a good roll. You can see, anyway, that looks like the hem of Leon's cloak that he always wears.
All right. So then the second thing he's gonna do is he's gonna try and make his way to the top left corner of the room with a stealth check.
So over here where this is.
No. Top left, like the direction I'm pointing towards.
Well, I can't see the orientation.
Okay. Where he is at the
Opposite
back.
Yeah,
corner.
he's right here.
Yeah.
So over
corner.
here.
No, the corner to his left.
I mean, this one.
Diagonal from the crate.
No. Where he is.
Yeah, he's
Where he
over
is.
here.
This way.
This way.
This way.
Yeah. Zoom out.
So. Oh, I see what you.
That might work.
Over here.
Yeah. Because that's behind the robot. So if he's
Over-
stealthy,
Yeah, so over this way.
you could probably take cover behind.
Okay, yeah, there's piles of rugs over here too.
All right.
So,
Once he finally
yep.
ends it grabbing
So
me.
go ahead. Go ahead, roll, check.
Whoa, nat 20 for a total of 33.
Yeah, he's fucking
Jesus,
disappears
he
into the
disappears
ether.
into the wind.
Yeah. Okay.
He just escapes.
Yeah, he's gone.
I am.
All right. Now, all that going on. Persephone,
Hi.
you are up on the roof. Up this way. Okay. And you said you were just gonna
Yeah,
kind of
do
go
me a
over.
little crawl.
Okay. You can definitely do that. Set up here. Okay, so you kind of walk up over the roof, and then you've got enough. You can get over to this side. And now when you get over this side, you see what looks like an arrow slit. And you can clearly hear a bunch of shit going on in there. And then
So that's
as
the
you go and
correct
look,
one.
when you look in, now you can see, now Leon isn't in front of the thing
Yeah.
like he was before, but you can see movement and taking a quick look. Oh shit, that's
I see
Torbek.
gold in there, yeah?
Yeah. You see him in there now.
I see gold.
And he's book naked.
Gold, take these.
Yeah, he's
these
butt
tools.
naked.
Here you go.
You just throw them at me?
I fucking my hand through the thing and just hand it to
I guess
you.
my buck ass naked and self goes over and takes the tools I've never used in my life.
Well, I imagine.
Keep imagining.
I mean, who else? Who else is decent? Like Leon's tied up.
Leon and Jonathan are both good with thieves.
Yeah, well, you're tied up, and I don't see Jonathan. So, gold it is.
All right. Well, Gold, who has never once used thief tools in his life, except for all the times in his background where he certainly used them.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in this once in this campaign. We'll pick
Yes.
them up and use them.
Okay. This is gonna be a high difficulty and your disadvantage. If you're gonna attempt to use them.
I would rather have high DC than disadvantage.
You got both.
Yeah.
Oh, I
he
have
didn't say
both.
or.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I heard or. I
said
didn't
you-
realize I was totally fucked.
Yeah, you
buddy.
are fucked because you are not proficient in thieves tools.
Who am I rolling for?
Yeah,
man
obviously,
chained up still.
Leon, you're trying to unlock his shackles.
I would rather take a wooden log and beat the shit out of the chain
I
log.
Okay.
mean, if
Fair
that's
enough.
fine. I'm attempting.
Do I have like
How
a
dare
2x4
you with any
or something I
ideas?
could use?
Not really a
Actually,
2x4, but you got a giant fucking dock that's been
can-
gnawed off.
Can I reach the lock from the outside of the window?
Yeah, you could do.
You could technically, yeah. I mean, if
I
you
was like,
communicated to
I'm
Leon,
tiny enough.
try to stick
Yeah.
this out and
No,
stick
honey.
your skinny arms
Honey,
through.
you have mage hand, right? This is the one time mage hand will ever
Yes.
be useful.
Yes.
Ever.
Can I mage hand thieves tools?
Inspiration to your pool for me. You got the idea. You're also getting a pool.
Thank you.
I didn't know mage hand
Thank
was
God.
capable of that.
The only time.
No, it's both of you because it's your ability and you had the idea.
Oh, I can
Add
think of a
one-
couple uses for me.
Yeah, but Zach's like, this is the only time you'll use it where it's gonna be decent.
I mean,
I'm sure somebody's got a kink for that.
me plus mage hand.
Plus magic tools,
Yeah, plus thieves tools. Let's make it happen.
And just because of the way you've chosen to do it, there's actually no penalties, and it's a standard DC for it, which is 10.
The 12 plus some stuff.
You got it. His fucking shackles come off. That
Take
is
my tools and put them back in my pocket.
So much better. Thank you. Assuming
You're all
it's
free now.
Persephone.
Yeah, it's you see tiefling hands coming. Thumbs up.
Yep, and you're all
And the mage
technically
hands.
free.
As soon as I see gold is free, I'm like, here, take this. I'm gonna give you an extra sword that I had
Any
in
guards
the bag.
like in the down vicinity?
You got a sword?
Like over the back.
Well, just like off the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
empty
somebody
thing.
Well, that's what I mean, like
Yeah,
in
like in our immediate escape
yeah,
route.
it's
And I
like
don't
in
think
the back of the back here.
Yeah, are there any guards?
Well,
No,
I
you
know
don't
he's
see
good
it.
with a sword, and I know the sword's not gonna work for you. It's just a
They'd be
regular
pretty obvious, and you don't see it.
military, so it's
In
not
that
like
little
a
hole,
light
the
hand
only
gun.
way
It's not-
in
it's
currently
not-
that I
Yeah, I just want to give him something to help out in the fight. Yeah, no, I was like, do I have a bow?
It's two
Oh, those are strong,
arrow slits, and there's no way you can
Very well.
squeeze it through there.
Carries it better.
It's almost as if there's no reason for them to even be there because, who the fuck is going to be on that roof that you're going to shoot with arrows that's that close? Usually, arrow slits are like in the side of a
Yeah,
castle wall
yeah.
looking over distance.
Just so you know, I gave Paul the sword because I had an extra one in my bag from like people that we've killed over the time.
Fair enough.
What kind of sword
It's a
specifically?
basic one. It's
Short
like a
sword, long sword, what?
I think it was a short sword.
Okay.
Standardized short sword.
Short sword.
That is a finesse weapon then.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Two long sword
Oh.
of automaton.
Also, through the window,
I just have
I'm going to
his
attempt to
leg
pass
right.
the following things from my bag: a light crossbow, a dagger, a dart, and a quarterstaff, and a sling. Because I don't fucking need weapons.
Do you have bolts for the light crossbow?
I do not have them written down, so possibly not.
Okay.
I would imagine if I own a crossbow, I own bolts. Like it would be stupid for me
Yeah,
to
no,
own one
you
and
would,
not
you
the
would, you
other.
would have.
You
You
have
would have
both.
He will take note of this. He would give them to Jonathan.
Yeah, I was like, whoever needs the appropriate, like, if you guys are
didn't go
literally
off
in your
on his
underwear.
Okay, so all that's going on. Patch,
I'm going again.
you're
Kick his
doing it
ass,
again.
Steve ass.
Go ahead and give me
Yeah,
another
so I think
attack
you guys are
roll
in
like
your
we did
underwear,
before.
so now you at least have
Dexterity
some
based.
weapon.
I'll take my.
No
I'll take the
proficiency
dagger.
bonus.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a
Anyone
nat
else want?
20.
You want a weapon?
Oh!
Yo, my boy.
Roll
No,
2d10.
you don't.
Thank you,
Because
Dice.
you don't have any of your weapons
I
right now.
almost forgive
He
you
gave
for
me a
wrong
short-
answer.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I don't
sorry, I missed that.
I was like, I'm not gonna use it. I keep it as a backup.
No,
just in
I
case.
missed that you handed him something.
Now I have a dagger.
Nice. That's nice.
I thought I had a bow to give him,
now.
but I don't. Daniel just nat 20 on hitting the robot in a giant sphere.
9.
Okay, 9 points. Very nice.
I rolled almost average
Yeah,
damage.
so that's a total of 11 you've done today. So now,
Like,
this
my
time
strength
he
is plus
grabs
30.
you. He has
Grab
you.
ball.
He has
That.
ball.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial.
You guys,
You didn't say the same.
Hold on. You guys see now the curtains part. Coming through the curtain, the
Like
first thing you
Crackers'
see is the first thing you see is this orb kind of pushing its way through the curtain, carried by this guy, this creature.
Yeah.
And as that happens, it gets into the room with the orb. I'm going to move. Patch, you're now in there. And so is this bastard.
I can see from
Okay.
the hole, yes?
Oh, yeah. You can.
Perfect.
You can
I have a thing I would love to do. Is
Hold
to,
on,
like,
hold
complete
on.
Tell me it's not
Hold on.
fireball.
Like I said, when you're allowing it.
Yeah, when I'm allowing it, because I never said I was going to allow
I
it.
know.
It's my
Man, this guy
ultimate power.
doesn't want to play nice with the room. Cheating.
Power.
Okay, that's what I call properly.
We will once we start
There
fighting.
we go. Properly cheating. Okay, so this guy is now in here.
Oh, hello there.
Okay, with
Top of the morning to
with
you.
the patch beaver. Jonathan is over on this other side of the room because that's what he was doing. So he's over here. He sees the guy grab the orb, turn, come into here,
Pondering.
and then he stops holding the orb, looks around the room, drops the orb, and goes, "Prisoner escape, initiate warding protocol now."
I would like to.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
We have 5 more minutes.
No, that's where we're going to end for
Tired
tonight
talking,
because
I think.
we don't want to get into this right now. Trust me. All right, so that's where we're going to end for
I'm
tonight.
gonna stab
But-
him with a dagger.
I'm glad I gave you a weapon a second ago.
Yeah, that's kind of clutch, actually.
I just like.
That's kind of clutch.
Itself on fire.
All right, I want to thank all of you for watching. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
I know I did. I hope you guys had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. We will see you next week. And as a heads up for next week, and we will be putting this out on social media, but next week, right here we have this set of solid metal mystery dice from SideQuest Cards and Games. And this is going to be given away to one lucky viewer next week at our live stream, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Avatar Ascension, episode 63. Atavar. But we'll be giving it away, and we will post that we're giving it away so everyone will know, and we'll list out the rules and how to potentially win this set of dice next time on our next episode. So hope you had a good time, and we will see all of you next time.
Later.
Are you just playing? Are you
At Totally Online Gaming Group, we're more than just a brand. We're all part of a greater community. And as much as we love creating content that you all enjoy, we cannot do that without your support. Every purchase you make goes beyond just owning a product. It supports us in our endeavors to grow and eventually go full-time so that we can dedicate ourselves to creating even more of the content you love. With our exclusive range of merchandise, from stickers to cell phone covers, mouse pads, and mugs, and of course, a wide variety of t-shirts. You can show your support proudly wherever you go. Just hop on over to www.toggdm.com and click on the Visit Store link to see and get your own official Totally Online Gaming Group merchandise. But it's not just about the merchandise. You can show your support in other ways too. Following our channel, subscribing, or visiting our official website, www.toggroleplay.com, and sharing it with your friends. We hope you'll continue to join us for our adventures and become part of the Totally Online Gaming Group family today.